It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, we're back at it. Hello. Welcome to Monday. It is the KVJ show.
Yeah, Monday.
What's happening, my man? How you doing?
Love Mondays.
Yes.
Just get right in the thick of it.
How'd your weekend go? I know we started off with the After the Show podcast with some beers on Friday, and then the rest of it go well?
Yeah, it went all right.
Yeah.
It went okay. I had a C-plus weekend.
Did you go home and listen to sad music Friday afternoon?
I always do that regardless. Friday is my sad music jam night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard after the podcast, like, you're trying to get that, come on, Denny's, let's go hang out a little bit. And he's like going, dude, I can't go listen to sad music all day, man. I'm going to be here till 9 p.m.
I don't know what he's talking about.
That doesn't ever happen?
He claims I like to jam on my guitar and sing sad songs when I drink. I don't think I do that.
Sounds like a great time. All right, well, hopefully everybody had an amazing weekend. We got a really crazy, fun, awesome, busy week going on here this week. Big stuff coming up on Friday. We're going to be in Boca on Friday night. We're going to be doing some cocktails and karaoke. Hopefully you can join us at the Blue Martini there.
Yeah, everyone's going to be at that gig.
Yeah, all of us. Yeah, Virginia's going to be back with us tomorrow. She's still in Buffalo, but she'll be back tomorrow and the rest of the week, and then on the weekend. And on Saturday, the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest is going down. So I know it's only Monday, but we're already looking forward to the weekend. So lots of good stuff coming up. This hour, if the kids are driving you crazy and you're trying to figure out stuff to do with them this summer, Camp KVJ to the rescue. Rapids Water Park tickets today, right before 7 a.m. this morning. You're going to win those.
Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, you got a pop star that got busted for a DUI, and another famous drinker has apparently given up the sauce. It's kind of some amazing stuff in your booze news on the way.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF.
There's refreshing fun for everyone at Aquatica, SeaWorld's water park. Plunge down Orlando's steepest drop tower, Eehoo's Breakaway Falls, or relax on our white sand beach. Right now, get Aquatica's Play and Dine ticket for only $67. That's park admission, meals, and a refillable souvenir cup. Perfect for an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Get all that for just $67. For details, visit aquaticaorlando.com. Advance purchase only. Offer expires August 20th, 2017.
During the Dodge Summer Clearance event, there's no secret handshake to get a great deal or password to receive an amazing offer. But you do need to know the battle cry. So you'll need a Dodge Challenger. And right now at your local Dodge dealer, get 0% financing for 5 years or $3,250 total cash allowance on the 2017 Dodge Charger. Go to Dodge.com to locate your nearest Dodge dealer and to find more great deals on the exciting Dodge lineup. Anything that makes this much noise is impossible to keep secret, especially with 0% financing for 5 years or $3,250 total cash allowance on the 2017 Dodge Charger. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Muscle at the Dodge Summer Clearance event. Hurry in for great deals. Excludes SRT model. 0% APR financing for 5 years equals $1,667 per month for $1,000 finance for well-qualified buyers, regardless of down payment when financed through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery by 7/31.
Can you see me? Can you see us? Do you see what makes us unique? What makes us brilliant?
At K-12, we see that every child is uniquely brilliant. K-12 provides a tuition-free, full-time, online public school education with a rigorous, challenging curriculum.
See? See it now? The path to my future. For us to take at home.
It's inspiring when parents, children, and supported teachers work together.
So we can be ready. I want to be president. Architect. I want to be a fighter pilot. I don't know what I want to be, but I want to be good at it.
K-12 has been a leader in developing online public school education.
We're an innovative, tuition-free choice available to families like yours.
Now accepting all Florida students in grades K through 12. For more information, call 855-993-6118 or visit k12.com/Florida. That's k12.com/Florida.
Hey
Hey, South Florida, are you single and all your friends are married? Maybe you're new in town and the only people you know are the people you work with. You want to go out, but don't because you have no single friends. And let me guess, you're so over the bar scene that it's time you join My Social Calendar. My Social Calendar is an activities club for singles that's been around for over 10 years. Meet people face to face while going to concerts, cooking classes, hot air ballooning, or even a Miami Heat game. Whatever. Plus, there are lots of exotic trips and cruises to go on. Best of all, it's better than a dating service. My Social Calendar plans about 30 events a month for single people to get out of the house and make new friends. Seriously, when's the last time you went out and had a blast and everyone there was single like you? Believe it or not, there are a ton of single people in town. Check out the calendar online at mysocialcalendar.com. mysocialcalendar.com. What are you waiting for? Go to mysocialcalendar.com today.
I'm Harvey Massey. At Massey Services, we know every lawn is unique and requires customized care. That's why our environmental approach includes aeration, which allows water and nutrients to reach the roots of your lawn, as well as an irrigation program which ensures proper coverage and reduces water waste. With Massey's Green Up program, you'll enjoy a healthy and a beautiful lawn year-round. That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
You know, there are so many underlying things going on inside of you at any given point, and they affect how your body is able to metabolize. They affect how you feel and look, and how your skin and hair feels, and how your libido feels. All that stuff on the inside could be askew, and you not know it, and you could be throwing your body all out of whack, even by what you eat. I found out when I went to Revitology that my gut was inflamed, so they put me on stuff for that. I found out I needed some hormones. They put me on that. I found out I needed some special vitamins. They put me on that. But you won't know unless you go in there and have the testing done with Dr. Roselli and the team at Revitology Florida. Here's the website. It's revitologyfl.com. And then here's the number. It's 561-406-2269. I did it all. I did the saliva test, the blood work test. I was fascinated by the detail that came back. And now I'm on a regimen, and I take these medications, and I feel great, and I look stronger, and I feel like I have more energy. It really is amazing. Call them today, 561-406-2269 for Revitology.
With Zillow, you're not just looking for a house. You're looking for the kitchen where you'll bake your baby's smash cake. The extra bedroom where your sister will constantly crash. You're looking for a garage where you'll park bicycles, tricycles, and every mode of transportation, except your car.
You're not just looking for a house. You're looking for a place for your life to happen. And whether buying or renting, Zillow makes it easy with smart search features, photos, and more. Zillow, find your way home.
Sponsored by Waldorf Astoria Orlando. Right now featuring Enchanted Evenings, where you can treat your family to nonstop poolside activities, including new RC car races. Plus, experience the refreshing Margarita Bar and enjoy free transportation to Disney. Visit WaldorfAstoriaOrlando.com/summer.
All things KVJ and KVJ TV broadcasting daily on Facebook. Like the KVJ Show page.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
One pop star busted for a DUI, and another longtime notorious drinker has apparently given up the sauce. And also who probably should give up the sauce, but apparently is not. We'll cover all your boozy celebrity alcohol news coming up here in just a second. And the dirt. The weekend box office was dominated by Apes. War of the Planet of the Apes was the #1 movie. $56.5 million it brought in.
The Apes always nail it. They're very popular. I know it's a very niche community, but that community is very large.
I watched the second one yesterday to kind of get myself ready for the third, and it was good. It was good. There was a point, though, and I was watching it with my son Cannon, where it was like about 40 minutes into it, and it was kind of, I felt it was slow moving. Maybe I was tired. I don't know what it was.
You got to watch the one with Marky Mark from the early 2000s or the late 90s.
But that's not attached to this one, is it?
I mean, it's Apes. It's Planet of the Apes. It's got all the characters in it.
Yeah, I think this one is part, like, this is the third one of, like, I'm following the one that has this series that's in theaters.
I mean, I've been watching the ones from the 60s.
I know. It's the way they do movies anymore, it's so confusing because you watch a movie, it's not from that franchise, and then you get all confused.
You would hate the one from the 60s.
Not good.
No, I mean, I
Pretty
like
awful.
it, but I know how you are.
They're in the monkey masks.
You want fast pace. You don't like a lot of drawn out stuff.
It's pretty amazing the technology they do on this. A lot of it's, of course, the CGI, and if you've seen kind of the behind the scenes and the actors that they have with this, and it's kind of interesting to see how they have to act in front of green screens. And
I think the apes have nailed it with all the CGI. I think Star Wars has still got a ways to go. Even in the last movie, some of their characters still looked a little too CGI for me.
Which one? The
not the I know it's so confusing. Not the prequel, but the one with Kylo Ren.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Spider-Man was bumped down to number 2. It still brought in $45.2 million, $208 million total for that one. Despicable Me, number 3. Baby Driver, 4. And The Big Sick, new movie, number 5. And Wonder Woman still cranking along. It's up to $381 million so far. Talking about Star Wars, a lot of people in Florida are pumped. The chairman of Disney Parks and Resorts announced a 100% immersive Star Wars themed resort is coming to Walt Disney World.
That was what was going to be on my mind. I am so excited about this.
Oh, you got to check it out, yeah.
I have. Do you know more? Do you know all the details on this thing?
No, I'll let you save that for what's on your mind. You can let us know because it's pretty fascinating.
I was hoping you had the details on that.
Oh, okay. I do have the details. I'll give it to you coming up. A director who is known for the father of the zombie movie and Night of the Living Dead, George Romero, died of lung cancer yesterday. He was 77 years old.
You know what the famous line in that movie is?
No.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Barbara? Who's Barbara?
She was one of that woman.
Aunt Anne's friend?
No.
That'd be awesome.
It was in the movie.
Okay, I've never seen any of them. John Bernecker, too, from The Walking Dead. He was a stuntman. I don't know if you heard the story. He fell on the set 20 feet onto concrete, and he finally passed away because of his injuries. It looked like he was kind of rebounding a little bit. He was a 33-year-old stuntman who they're giving the official cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head. Well, you're a pop star that got busted for a DUI. Aaron Carter, he was in Georgia. He was arrested on charges of DUI refusal, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug-related objects.
They just recorded him, and we have audio of him 2 days ago or 3 days ago talking about he's never going to get a DUI.
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't even drink. He was talking a lot of smack about this.
Shia LaBeouf, man. I can't tell if he's out of his gourd or a genius. So I do not agree with that.
Okay.
You won't catch me getting any DUIs. I don't have any DUIs.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do now.
Oh, man.
Tough timing, huh?
Days before he was saying that.
Yeah. He said that he had refused to submit to the DUI test. His girlfriend was in the car. She was also arrested. He was released on $4,600 bond. And he claimed that the cops targeted him in an auto zone on Saturday because he's famous. That's why he got busted for the DUI.
Doesn't matter. Was he drunk driving?
Well, it might have been weed. That might have been what got him the DUI. It may not have been drinking. It may have been that. He said that he's got a medical marijuana license and he suffers from anxiety.
I always love that excuse for weed smokers. Oh, I've got a prescription for anxiety.
Shia LaBeouf's lawyer insists that Shia isn't an alcoholic either because he doesn't need to drink. Instead, he said the problem is that once he has a drink, he can't stop until he's out of control. Isn't that kind of an alcoholic as well? You don't necessarily have to drink all the time, but whenever you have a sip, you turn into a maniac.
Aaron's saying a lot of things over there.
Oh, well, that's actually Shia LaBeouf saying that.
My bad. Never mind.
And finally, the guy who's a notorious booze hound who's finally given it up, Charlie Sheen, they say, has stopped drinking. He's a vegan, and now he's got this all-new holistic lifestyle.
Wasn't he supposed to be? I thought he already stopped drinking. I thought he already said this.
Well, he's saying it again. Just in case you forgot, he is completely off the sauce.
Come on, Warlock, you're repeating yourself.
Just to let you know, he's completely now officially done. Your Dirt of the Day being brought to you by the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest coming up this Saturday at South Florida Fairgrounds Expo Center. 2 sessions, one at noon, one at 5 o'clock. Unlimited sampling you can have from all the best breweries in South Florida and across the country. Voted one of the top 5 best beer fests in all of America. Get your tickets now at palmbeachsummerbeerfest.com.
It's time for viral audio.
So how's your kids? How's your wife? Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Ain't nobody got time for that.
7th season premiere Game of Thrones happened last night. Don't know if you checked it out. There was at least one highlight. Ed Sheeran.
Yes, I have not seen it yet. Have you watched the episode?
I haven't. I'm kind of like you. I can't decide if I'm going to try to stockpile them and then watch them all at once, or if it's better to chunk them off one, episode at a time. And the other thing that, is kind of in my head, too, is they're talking about how long. It might be 18 months to 2 years from the end of this season until you see a new one.
I'm watching them all in a block. I'm not going to do it.
Are you going to hold it for 2 years, though?
I don't know. I mean, I'm so confused with what's going on. I don't think a spoiler would even affect me.
It's almost like wait until the whole thing's done and then go back and rewatch the whole thing all over again.
That might be the best move.
Might be the best move about 3 years from now. Maybe playing that. Well, the big highlight last night was Ed Sheeran, and yes, he did sing.
For she was a secret treasure. She was his shame and his bliss. And a chain and a keep are nothing compared to a woman's kiss. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm.
It does sound very, old and Game of Thronesy.
It does have that vibe. If you want to see a photo of what Ed Sheeran looked like in his Game of Thrones garb, it's up on our Twitter. You can go check it out at KVJ Show. I got some guilt. I got to tell you something I did over the weekend's got me feeling a little bit bad, but maybe you share that guilt. I'll tell you about it next.
I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. But she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this.
So what else you thinking about here today, Jay Bird?
I can't remember what your opinion on psychics are. Do you believe in them? You believe in the good ones, or you don't believe in them at all?
I believe in the good ones.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am in the process. Because I've had a few other psychics tell me that I've possibly got some psychic abilities, but they're very raw.
Okay.
I'm very green, and that I got a lot of work to do. But what you can do is if you think you might have some type of ability like this, you can. It's almost kind of like exercising your mind or exercising your body. You can develop them through practicing and exercises and doing all that stuff, and that's what I'm about to start doing. And I want to see if it at all does anything. If it's a bunch of crap, or is there something to developing psychic abilities? Can you get better? Can you really tune into certain things? I wanted to get your opinion on that. Do you think that's a possibility? Do you sense that about me at all?
Yeah, well, yeah, you said some things that, you seem like, I think everybody has it. It's the power of premonition. And you can develop it a little bit more from what I've heard other psychics say. But I think probably the biggest thing about it is to know when it's a real premonition or when it's just a weird feeling you got about something else.
For sure.
It's unpredictable.
It is unpredictable. And, you know, like you said, does everybody have that built into them? Is it a level of ability? For example, does Denny's have less or more than the next person? Or are we all kind of on the equal playing field and we just got to all kind of tune into that, if you believe in that kind of stuff?
I think some people it's a gift and it's greater in them and they don't even have to try. It's kind of like some people are just good at sports or art or something like that and they don't have to try. I feel like, you know, premonition is one of those gifts, but I think that we probably all at least been like, I don't know, I got a funny feeling about this. Whenever you said that, that's some kind of premonition that you have, and maybe it's the situation around it that it's your experience is telling you, but I think a big part of it, you can sense stuff.
I think the hard part is to try to determine what is gut feeling and that real psychic thing or what is paranoia.
You'd have to be able to separate in your mind which one's which.
I've known people who act like they have premonitions. They're just paranoid people, and they are over the top emotional. And
I think most psychics have the same problem. That's why they never know how accurate they're. Like, I sense something, and there are other times where nothing's there. That's why a lot of times when you go to a psychic and they're forced to kind of have a premonition, you know, they're like, I have to say something, and nothing may be coming to them, and so they're going to say whatever they need to say, and that's why a lot of times they come off like, oh, this stuff's fake.
I think I'd be refreshed if I went to a psychic, paid $30, and they go, no, I just can't get anything with you. I can't read you. I'd be a little bit more...
Oh, for real? And then they refund you. They're like, sorry, I can't read you right now.
I think, that would be... Then I'd be like, all right, that psychic's legit right there. They were refunding me the money.
That's why for a lot of times, I don't think psychic is good as a profession. I think it's good as something that I do as a hobby or to help people out, but I'm not going to take money for it because it's like I may sit down and say, I'm not getting anything. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to tell you something that's not there.
Because I agree with you. I think we all have some type of sense like that. We just got to kind of tap into
for sure. I feel like everybody, like you said, have different balances of having that. But yeah, anything that you want to get better at, you should practice. I would imagine that would help you.
I just don't know how I'm going to judge whether I got better or not. I want to do all these practices and then...
Well,
it'll be over time.
I've always said this, like anything else, like with Yelp or whatever, there should be like a review system for psychics where it's like you can test and say, okay, they gave me 5 premonitions or 5 readings, 5 things about me, and not one of them came true. They went 0 for 5 or they went 4 for 5 or whatever. And so there should be like a % accuracy. This psychic is 50% accurate.
I agree, but you got to be careful with that Yelp stuff because people sabotage on purpose for personal reasons.
They should have a Yelp for Yelp reviewers.
I agree.
Yeah, but they should have something where it's like, okay, someone sits in there, watches it, and then 6 months later checks back in with that person and say, okay, how many of these things came true?
We got to be able to have some psychic stats available.
Accountability.
I'm with you on that.
If you're going to pay some money, let's have some accountability.
Yeah?
What you got on your mind today, Producer Denny's?
So I've been trying to eat healthier, just in an attempt. I noticed a direct correlation that if I get sleep, if I stay hydrated, and I eat healthier stuff, non-processed, ultimately I feel 10 times better.
It's
daily.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah, what do you have on Saturday? What kind of food do you have on Saturday?
So I did not eat good on Saturday, but Sunday I got a very, very fresh sandwich, and I noticed that after eating it, I didn't feel lethargic. I had energy, and I actually felt really good.
Amen, brother.
Not bogged down. And me and my girlfriend have been growing a lot of plants.
I bet you have.
Our fiance.
Come on, man.
I'm so bad. I just got good at signing 2017 for the year.
I hear you.
How long have you been engaged now?
It's been a while. I should be better at it. But my fiance, if you will, we've been raising worms and stuff. But we've been growing our own vegetables. But I don't know if it's the summertime or maybe we're just new to the process. But is there a way to keep the bugs off of stuff without using pesticides? I feel like there's no way. We've tried every method possible. And nothing will keep them off. These things are going rampant on the garden.
The farmer's age old tale, Denny's.
Well, then you're always mad at the companies for using pesticides, but I could see why they use them. It's insane.
They might have some stuff, but I'd even almost seen somebody make that comment. I can't remember where I saw it in the last couple of weeks, and like going, now you see why we have to use pests. It's really tough.
It's gotten to a new level. I mean, our plants were looking great, and now they're starting to look ravaged from these. I mean, there's these little tiny like mites on them.
Yeah.
Well, they got to survive too, bro.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not trying to ruin their balance of life, but at the same time, just some sort of peaceful way I can keep these bugs off without hosing them down with pesticides.
Stay away from my stuff.
Does pesticides stop worms from going in apples? Aren't they supposed to? Or no, that's just something you can't control? Because I have, without a doubt, eaten an apple with a worm in it.
For sure.
That's a real thing.
No, I think they like them. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I think you're all right. A little protein.
Little
Never hurt
worm
you?
every now and then.
Yeah, talking about that, just how you feel better after eating good. I'm a little bit guilty. Over the weekend, it was National Ice Cream Day yesterday. And so I figured, I'm going to celebrate a little bit. And if you're like me and you went a little bit crazy with the ice cream this weekend because it was National Ice Cream Day, apparently a lot of people suffer from what's called ice cream guilt. They say that 70% of us have craved ice cream at least once in the past month, and almost a quarter of us crave it daily. But 60% of those people who crave ice cream turn down their urges. But I'm like, come on, if you can't have it on ice cream day, when can you have it?
Life is too short,
That's
man.
the day.
If I'm going to have some cookies and cream, I'm going to have some cookies and cream. I always have. Even if I'm eating healthy, I always have ice cream in the freezer just in case I get the ice cream.
It's the best thing, honestly, and especially this time of year when it's so hot. Oh, man, it's great stuff. 62% of us have eaten way more ice cream in a single sitting than we meant to at least once in our lives.
I eat ice cream cakes in one sitting. The smaller ones, the Carvel with the black crunchy things in it. Oh.
Do you do that when you first take the ice cream cake or the ice cream tub out of the freezer and you tell yourself I should probably put this on a plate or in a bowl?
Oh,
but
yeah.
Not one time in my life.
Not one time.
Nah.
I did that taking it out, and I'm like, well, nah, I want the excuse to eat too much. And I did.
What flavor did you go with?
I went with the chocolate mint.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you, an 8-year-old girl?
That's
all
all
that
you
was
use ice cream
available.
day for?
Yeah, it's all available, man.
To me, that's one of the weakest flavors. That and coffee ice cream, weak.
I'm like that person with ice cream. Like, it was one thing, like, if you're a smoker, sometimes you do this. You're like, but I never buy any. I only bum them. And so you feel better about it. So it's like, for me, with ice cream, I never buy it. I only bum it. So it's whatever's there. That's what I got to go with. Favorite ice cream toppings, chocolate fudge, chocolate chips, nuts, whipped cream, and some sort of chocolate candy is what they said. So that is the top one. So apparently a lot of people coming off of National Ice Cream Day feeling a little bit of guilt. So if you're one of those people, don't.
I celebrate with ice cream and pizza.
Way to go, man.
Yeah.
Coming up here in a couple minutes, bacon overrated. It's on a list of some of the most overrated items ever.
Why is every list saying it's part of the hipster movement? They know bacon was around before the hipster movement, right? They keep on saying they every article I see hipsters and bacon. They're acting like hipsters are making bacon popular. Bacon's been popular forever.
Yeah, but not. I think it's to a whole new level because you're seeing bacon infused. You're seeing whole bacon festivals, and all that stuff is relatively new in the last 5 years.
But they're giving credit to the hipsters on that
for kind of the resurgence,
For like pop culturalizing it.
Yeah, like for instance, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah. The hipsters have had a resurgence in different items.
I'm just saying, bacon has been popular. They've been infusing bacon before the hipster movement.
I understand. But
it's
there's
annoying.
a surge in numbers. There's a huge surge in numbers, and the numbers don't lie, Jay Bird.
They do lie, Kevin.
All right. Well, what else is overrated? We'll run the list down next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
800-561-7777. This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. There's nothing cooler than a new car, truck, or SUV from Schumacher. Over 3,000 new, hundreds of pre-owned, West Palm, North Palm, and Delray Beach. Come join the family. Well, we're off to a smooth start to your Monday morning commute. No major incidents to report throughout Broward, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast. You're all clear on your way to work this morning, and you're also all clear on your way to the Dunkin' Donuts on Jog Road in Boynton Beach. America runs on Dunkin'. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 97.9 WRMF.
For a limited time only, get a free air conditioning or plumbing service call when you turn to the experts at Lindstrom Air. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys.
This summer, we're putting more party in the park at Busch Gardens Summer Nights. Feel the rush of coasters in the dark. Feel the beat of multiple DJs spinning in 3 different parties. And enjoy exclusive culinary offerings. The party goes all day and into the night at Busch Gardens. Come all summer long with an annual pass, starting at just $14 per month with Easy Pay. Busch Gardens Summer Nights. Party louder, play later. Parking, taxes, and service fees not included. Restrictions apply.
Whoa, I'm having some serious hair envy.
Oh, thanks. I stocked up on my favorite jumbo-size shampoos and conditioners at Ulta Beauty. Where are you going?
To make room for all the shampoo and conditioner I'm gonna get.
Start making room right now at Ulta Beauty. Get up to 50% off the best jumbo-size shampoos and conditioners from salon professional hair care brands like Redken, Matrix, and Pureology. You and your hair will have jumbo love. The lowest prices of the season end July 29th, so hurry in and stock up. Ulta Beauty. All things beauty, all in one place.
Hey, it's Virginia. You know, my daughter is so pleased with the staff and the care and the love that she always gets at Dr. Bradford's office. You know, she's in her second phase of braces to get that beautiful smile that'll last a lifetime. And she actually gets excited about going to see Dr. Bradford and the team over there. They have it figured out. They give the kids little tokens if they keep their braces clean, and those tokens turn into points that turn into gift cards. And the child psychology there with my kid loves gift cards. So if you tell her there's gift cards involved, she's in, baby. Dr. Bradford knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for over 20 years now. He's a certified orthodontic specialist. He is the area's best when it comes to braces, Invisalign Teen. He's even got programs for adults where you can go in there and he can show you how you can be in and out of your treatment in less than a year. Offices in Palm Beach Gardens and in Jensen Beach. Here's the number, 561-694-3006, or online at orthobybradford.com.
Today, I'd like to talk to you about Winfinity. With Week for Life scratch-offs from the Florida Lottery, you can win for life. With a top prize of up to $5,000 a week. For life, the winning goes on and on and on and on and on. Week for Life scratch-offs from the Florida Lottery. Win up to $5,000 a week for the rest of your life. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly.
Make Wednesdays a bar hopping night all over City Place. Don't miss City Place on tap with 10 great City Place hotspots. You'll get the best specials on drinks and apps. Every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m., you can get $3 beers, $4 wines, $5 cocktails, and $6 appetizers. Plus, you get free parking and live music. It's City Place on tap every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. Summer's happiest hours happen at City Place.
Want to make slime with Elmer's?
Walmart's got everything you need, from Elmer's glue to contact solution.
Don't forget baking soda.
Baking soda too, check.
What about purple glitter glue?
That too, check.
Or blue glitter glue?
Walmart's got it all. They've even got in-store slime making demonstrations this weekend.
So awesome!
Make slime with Elmer's today. Available at Walmart. Check your local stores for demos. Demos in select stores only. Adult supervision required. Not appropriate for children under the age of 3.
Well, are you noticing after National Ice Cream Day that you got an extra little roll that maybe you didn't have over the weekend? Or are you just tired of the fact that you've got fat pockets, different parts of your body, and you don't know what to do because you do eat healthy, you do exercise, you're doing everything you can? Well, as you get older, it's just natural to get these kind of fat pockets. Maybe it's around your midsection, maybe you got flabby thighs, maybe it's in your arms. Well, Wellington Anti-Aging, they got a couple different ways to get rid of these pockets of fat. The Sculpture works great around your stomach and your love handles. Thing I love about it is it's really non-surgical liposuction, where the fat cells will be gone forever. And the best part about it, you're not going to have the bruising, the seeping, the downtime, everything else. It's just a 25-minute session, pain-free, and 6 weeks later, 25% of the fat in that area are going to be gone. And you can go back for one session after another, and it's amazing too. Just every time you do, 25% of the fat in that area will disappear. They've also got the strawberry laser, great for flabby thighs and your arms. You can go in, same thing, pain-free, non-surgical, and you're going to start noticing some of the fat going away. So if you've done your best, now it's time to leave the rest to Wellington Anti-Aging. Just go online today, wellingtonantiaging.com. That's wellingtonantiaging.com.
Auto accident? Gordon and Donner, 333-3333.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Go-Go Squeeze.
I'm meteorologist Chris Farrell for CBS 12 News. Tracking scattered showers already on this Monday morning. Lots of scattered showers moving up from the south. Our skies will start partly cloudy on this Monday with scattered morning showers and a high day of 90. Becoming mostly cloudy midday through the afternoon and a 60% chance for afternoon thunderstorms. They'll be locally heavy and strong. Tonight's low 77.
Remember trading your chips for cookies when the snacks came out? Things are so different today. Kids have turned down those trades because Go-Go Squeeze is made with 100% fruit. No artificial anything. Just orchard fresh apples and other wholesome fruit. Kids love it, and you can find Go-Go Squeeze in the applesauce aisle.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
Really excited about everything coming up this weekend. On Friday, going to be in Boca. The entire KVJ show. It's our next round of KVJ cocktails and karaoke. If you want to come over, we just take over the entire place. We sing our favorite songs, do sing-alongs, we have a couple drinks. It's just a great night. I'm going to be there. Virginia will be there. Jaybird, producer Denny's, we're all going to be there. Suits. That's right. Suits is going to be there as well. Friday night, it's at Blue Martini there at the Boca Town Center. Going to be hanging out in Boca Raton just off of Glade starting at 7 p.m. That's coming up this Friday.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Bacon, overrated. I kind of agree. I mean, I like bacon, but they've, done a bunch of different stuff. I think one of the big things that's real hip about bacon now is it's this real thick cut bacon they do. And there's a style that a lot of times they'll make the bacon with. Have you ever had it where they'll put, it's like cinnamon on it or something like that? It's like that sweet bacon, someplace called like the Millionaire's Bacon.
I sure did in 1987 when bacon was just as popular as it is today.
Was it that thick cut, applewood smoked?
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
You were ahead of your time then because I never saw it before this.
I'm telling
recently.
you. They're making this, they're acting like bacon just got discovered. It's so annoying.
It has definitely had a resurgence. No doubt about it. I don't know if it's hipsters or who it is, but it's been big. But a lot of people are saying, come on, maybe they agree with you that it's a little bit overrated. There's this list on BuzzFeed of the most overrated things that are out right now, and that's one of the things they're saying.
Don't get me wrong. I like bacon. It's great. But, all right, can we calm down a little bit? It's no cheese.
Okay. Well, they say, and they had people saying, okay, what is the most overrated thing? 63% of the people that they surveyed said bacon is overrated. Too much.
Yeah, I mean, bacon's delicious. But,
it is, yeah.
But the hype is overrated.
The hype. There's too much hype. The number one thing they had on their list, 89% of the people said it's completely overrated. They said The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. It's really just like all of those other reality shows, but for whatever reason, people act like it's some polished, more important show. It's really just the same as all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overrated.
So you agree with that
I
one?
do agree with that.
New Year's Eve, 68% of people said they agree that's overrated.
I don't. I think that's very rated appropriately. Some people really do look at New Year's as a time to, wash away all their mistakes and start new. I know you're not big on that, but new beginnings is a big thing for people.
What about summer? 44% of people said summer is overrated. It's too hot and you really can't do a ton.
I disagree. For kids, it's very exciting. I love the summer. I don't agree with that.
Going to brunch, 34% of people say going to brunch is overrated.
It is because it's too expensive and it's not that good. And a lot of times the chef, it's got a bit of a tood.
Okay. Taco Bell, is that overrated?
It's rated appropriately.
Okay, I agree. It's at 50%, which to me it says it's rated appropriately. Only 15% of people said that pizza is overrated. Who are these people?
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Is pizza, does it get too much hype? It's like, pizza's the best thing ever.
Properly rated.
Okay. And avocados, highly overrated. 64% of people said avocados are overrated.
Thank you. They are so bland. Denny's in Virginia acts like they act like it's the best thing. They act like it's bacon, Kevin.
What else do you think belongs on the list? What else is overrated that they did not bring up here that you're just sick of hearing about? Be like, oh my gosh, please, can we stop? I got to say coffee.
Coffee's overrated. I'm with you.
I mean, people who are going nuts about coffee, and I'm not a coffee drinker, so I realize I'm bringing some taint into this, but I'm like, come on already with the coffee. I mean, it's way too much hype. It's not that amazing.
I agree.
That's just one thing I put on the list.
Do I dare say this? I kind of feel like Adele is slightly overrated. And she always talks about how she's gonna quit, and she holds it over her fans. She's a great singer,
right?
But I think she's a little overrated.
There are definitely some artists that are overrated. I'm not going to deny it. Who else would you put on the list as being overrated? 877-979-WRMF. Who or what? 877-979-9763. You can call or text us at the KVJ Show.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals, animals like animals most. Maybe you think that you can hide. I can smell yourself for miles. Just like animals, animals like animals most. Baby, I'm so what you trying to do to me? It's like we can't stop, we're enemies. But we get along when I'm inside of you. You like a drug that's killing me. I cut you out entirely. But I get so high when I'm inside of you.
All right, you add to it. What is totally overrated right now? Probably the biggest thing that BuzzFeed said was The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Totally overrated. Bacon also on their list. It's like, okay, we get it. Bacon's been around for a while, so why all of a sudden is like so hype?
I'm going to sound like a jerk, but I think there's gender reveal videos where they get everyone together and like, oh my gosh, it's pink, it's a girl. Overrated. Only the people that care about that are the 10 people in their family.
Yeah.
If you don't know the
you see
family,
them all over the place.
You don't give a crap.
Did you see that gender reveal video last week where they had the ball that was filled with the powder, and when you hit it, it explodes either blue or pink? And the wife pitched it to her husband to find out what the gender of the baby was, and he hit it, it didn't break, and he lined it right back and hit her in the face.
Okay. That's how you do it. That video is going to get some hits.
Oh, you like her face.
I feel bad for the woman.
Oh, I feel horrible. I feel really horrible.
You sound it.
Yeah, what is overrated? I can say, honestly, I'd add fidget spinners to the list. I mean, come on. All the hype, like everywhere, people are trying to get their hands on these things. Have you really sat down with a fidget spinner?
A lot.
There's not a lot to it. I mean, it's like, okay, you spin it for a second. You're like, okay, really?
I hated it, and then I started getting into it, and it does. It relaxes me.
Hey, really?
I just play with them a lot, so I can't hate on something I play with a lot. Denny's has them in the studio back at the place, and he bought 20 of them. They're all over his place, and you just pick them up, and you're constantly spinning them.
So you love them, huh?
I do.
Okay, all right. Draper's all into it.
But that doesn't mean it's not overrated.
Some of the things people adding to the list, do you agree or not agree? Someone said CrossFit is overrated. Have you ever done CrossFit?
It just sounds awful.
I've done it. I would like to do it more. It does get a lot of hype, and it's almost a cult-like movement. I think it's great, but I think it doesn't mean that something can't be great. Like, bacon's good, but there's more hype on it than what is deserved. I think CrossFit is close to that. When you start wearing T-shirts with slogans on it like my wife does, that's when you've gone too far. Sun's out, guns out just should not be happening. I'm just saying.
She's still wearing that shirt?
She wears all that kind of ridiculous stuff. And, of course, they're all sleeveless. And she'll, like, wear it to church. Yeah, come on, Kim.
Sleeveless to church?
She did, yeah.
No, she has not.
Yeah.
Please tell me she's wore guns out, suns out shirt to church.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I think she has. Chipotle, somebody said, is highly overrated. It's good, but people don't need to eat it 7 days a week.
It is such overrated crap. Oh, my gosh. Wait, are they a client?
No.
Okay, all right.
Not now.
They are not. Everyone says they're so good and how great they are. Overrated. Big time overrated.
Well, see, I thought the hype was kind of done. I mean, I know they had those issues. What was it, like listeria or whatever broken out? They just released some queso there, and margaritas are trying to do some different things to shake it up.
They don't even have a good sauce. They don't have like a good dressing you could dip your burrito in. They don't. Okay. Don't even get me.
So you agree?
Big time.
Do you agree with this? Somebody text in Beyonce and Jay-Z. Overrated or not?
No, they're rated appropriately.
I saw somebody trolling on Jay-Z's new album, though, which is number one, saying, what's all the hype about? This actually is maybe the worst thing he's ever put out. I haven't heard it yet.
Again, like even me saying Adele, that's such an opinion. You can't really prove that. And if they're selling albums.
Okay. Organic food.
Big time. Oh, my gosh. A lot of times it tastes like crap, and they claim it's healthier and fresher.
Yeah.
It don't taste that way. It really doesn't.
Somebody texted in the Kardashians, obviously.
Oh, come on.
Obviously. It's insane what they sell, what people love with that. Katy Perry, is she overrated?
I don't know. I think, again...
You know what? She is almost like, and I'm so happy her and John Mayer broke up because she almost has like what John Mayer has. I think the music's good.
Don't talk.
Yes. Just if we knew a lot less about you, I think we would like you more. That's just what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Somebody texted in.
Oh, I'll tell you what's overrated. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Sushi. Overrated. You sushi eaters act like it's the best thing on the planet. I'm sorry. It's raw fish.
Denny's, is sushi overrated? Thumbs up, thumbs down. You say it's overrated? No, he says no. He says it's not overrated.
It's so overrated.
He's wearing a Kikkoman shirt. So ask him if sushi's overrated.
Oh, this is the salmon. Oh, my God.
I don't know, man.
I can't
it's pretty
believe
good.
It. It's so
pretty good.
It's so pure
I can't follow
pink.
you down that path, man. Sushi's pretty good. I think it's the right one. Somebody said Walking Dead, overrated. Haven't watched it, don't know. I don't know. And somebody else said The Karate Kid.
They're just trolling on me.
Anthony from the Pizzle says Wawa, overrated. It's gotten a lot of hype.
It's getting a lot of hype.
Subs were good, but I mean, it is still, yeah, I think it got too much hype. I'm going to say it's good. I thought the subs were great, but yeah, at the end of it, yeah, we get caught into that stuff. That, Trader Joe's, or some of these stores that we just are like, I don't know, I think we get just caught up in the hype.
There is some hype with some Trader Joe's.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's just some of the stuff that people sent us. You can always text in 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. I got to think this stuff through here. Time for your hypotheticals. Got to get producer Denny's in here for this. All right, you have to come up with an answer, not say either one is good. Hopefully it's going to make you think. All right, first question here. If time travel were possible, what one event would you like to go back and change or witness? What one event would you like to go back and change or witness?
See, I'd like to do it for good, but I also am kind of selfish. I'd like to see the Beatles' rooftop performance.
Really?
Yeah, that was such a cool thing. They didn't tell anyone about it, and they just went on the
I
rooftop.
never even heard about that.
Really? From 1969,
yeah,
right?
it was 69.
Where
It
was
right
that?
before
What
they
rooftop?
That was right before they disbanded. It was in New York. They randomly set up. They let a few photographers know so they could document it.
Yeah.
And they just started jamming, and people started hearing Beatles music and going up to gather and watch it.
It was their last live
It was
performance.
their last
Really?
performance before disbanding.
I did not know that.
Do you go there to stop them and go, guys, you can work this out. Come on. Please.
I go there to witness that. That's an
That's kinda
iconic
cool.
moment in music history.
So that's what the question is. You can go there to witness. Are you there to either try to prevent it?
You can change or witness. Either one.
I think I try to block the bullet from one John Wilkes Booth.
Abraham
For
Lincoln?
Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, I think I blocked the bullet and have Lincoln live. Booth gets taken down.
That's not a bad one. They're saying, and some historians believe that if Lincoln would have still lived, that post-Civil War race relations would have been a lot better, and he would have sorted it out much better. And all the problems that we had, especially like in the 1960s in America, and the tone that was taken, would not have been so coarse if you would have had Lincoln in there.
See, I feel selfish
Some
now.
people want to watch the Beatles' last performance. Some people want to try to make this world a better place.
Wow.
I'm blocking Booth.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm blocking Booth.
Pretty impressive stuff there, Bird. Not bad.
What
Not
about you?
bad. To witness, I got to go back. I think it's, for me, I got to go witness the crucifixion of Christ. I got to go see if everything all happened the way that it described.
Okay.
Was there earthquakes? Did things just go totally crazy? What was that day like?
Do you try to stop anything?
No. You can't stop
No, I
it. It's
guess
got to
you're right.
happen.
That would not be good.
Yeah.
You're
You
right,
don't
everything.
stop that.
This is not a Booth situation.
That's bad. Yeah, no, that one, unfortunately, you got to let that one happen.
So you didn't
I
want
don't know
to-
what you root for it, but you got to make it happen.
That's pretty heavy, though.
Yeah,
kinda-
that's where you're going to?
It's kind of tough. Yeah, but you can't change it. You got to let it happen.
Now, are you stuck in that time period after it happened? Like, if I take the bullet for
No,
Booth.
as soon as it's over, you're immediately like whisked back.
Okay.
But you took the bullet, so you're dead. Maybe can you put up I don't know, can you stick a frying pan out or something
Yeah,
instead?
why do you got to take the bullet? Can't you block it?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't think they had.
Can you tackle him?
Yeah, I'll try to tackle him, but I don't know if that bullet's going to go and maybe hit another person. I need to take the bullet.
You're gonna take it?
Yeah, I think so.
Plus, it's a better story that way.
It
course,
is.
yeah.
You go down in history.
I tackle Booth or I take the bullet.
Okay.
Come on.
If a close friend murdered somebody for good reason, but you couldn't go to the police, how would you dispose of the body, or would you actually just turn them in?
Who's the friend and how did it happen?
It's Denny's.
Okay, and how did this happen?
Denny's, let's say that he was cleaning up. He was on some kind of substance and he wasn't in his right mind, and somebody put down a gun. He didn't realize what it was. He picked it up and it accidentally went off. It was an accidental death.
Kev's going real heavy.
heavy
Yeah,
today, Kev.
I am. I got to make you guys think.
Manic Monday.
Yeah. So what do? Do you dispose of the body, or you go to the police and say, look, man, I mean, it was a complete accident. What he was doing, he was out of his mind. I mean, he was all goofy. He was on some kind of weird substance. Who knows? Maybe he drank like 10 Four Locos. Yeah.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah.
Who who gets it? Who's the one? Is it?
It's somebody that you guys don't like.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
someone we don't like.
It's somebody that, okay, probably kind of deserved it. Maybe it's that person from the HOA came over and was yelling at you guys.
And he accidentally did this.
He put the gun down. He's like going, yeah. He's
Bird,
like
I
going,
can't believe this. It was an accident.
I can't believe it. I just killed the HOA guy.
First of all, it's going to be tough to hide. It's an HOA guy. It's people are going to be looking for him. And
Right.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've had some public beef with the HOA.
We're like prime
pretty well
suspects.
We're
documented.
going to be such suspects. I think I got to turn them in.
I don't know how I'd hold it together during like questioning.
I was like, Denny's, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're breaking up this operation. You're bringing us down.
Let's say the roles reverse, Denny's. Do you turn in Jaybird or do you help him hide the body?
I'm going to help him hide the body. It's funny. I was just talking about how difficult it would be to move a body just the other day. Like,
Yeah.
It's so heavy. So we would have to find some way to.
What do you do with the body? Bury or sink? Or do you try to do kind of like Breaking Bad style?
Someone once told me,
Yeah.
if you want a body to disappear, you can make a body disappear. It's just how badly do you want it to be,
Who
be
told
gone.
you that?
It doesn't matter.
What's their name?
Doesn't matter. But
And how do they know?
They were really, really enthusiastic about what they were saying. I'm like, all right, don't cross that person.
I'd say cement shoes in the lake.
Nope, terrible idea.
Why?
Because the cement might break off. The chains could break. Scuba divers could find it.
But that lake's so gross already.
Too visible. There's too many things that can happen for that body to reappear.
Okay, so you're not going to say, what about a canal? Does that make you feel better?
I stay away from water. Water, things.
You don't believe in the water?
Things tend to float. Things tend to get back onto shore.
But if there's gators in there.
Yeah, they do all the dirty work.
Yep.
I don't know. Look, I guess we all have our own tactics.
Okay.
What do you do?
I don't know. I think only because you were so careless and it was so brazen, it's hard to. It's hard to have your back on this.
What?
I'm sorry, dog. You're going
You're
down.
gonna turn me in?
You're going down.
He's turning you in, dude.
I mean, because you killed somebody. It was so reckless. You're done.
What is it? Is it berry? Is it sink? Or is it acid?
Oh, where do you get acid though?
I know that's a problem. You're going to leave like a
have to buy
trail.
it,
You got to buy it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think you ruled that one out immediately, even though you saw it in Breaking Bad.
I'm afraid how morbid I'm going to get by. I don't know what I can say here right now.
I think you bury. I think you go out.
Dude.
You got to dig it deep though. Shallow grave.
Shallow grave,
No,
Danny?
dig it deep. Yeah,
Danny, you'd be the worst murderer.
he's not very athletic.
I'm not carrying it. That's it's got to be like 10 feet. If
Shallow
I'm doing
grave is the lazy man's way of murder. Like a shallow grave, animals can get to that.
I'm just
See, that's
saying.
why I got to turn them in.
I hear you. Okay, and finally here, if you could domesticate any animal in the world to be your pet, what would it be? Any animal. It's got to be a known animal, so you can't go with a Bigfoot. It's got to be a known animal. Can't be a unicorn.
All right, I get who you're talking to.
You got alligator, grizzly bear would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or I think like a big kind of like an ape.
Yeah, an ape.
I
would
think
be,
an ape would be pretty awesome. It just seems like you could hang out with an ape. Like an ape could be your friend.
and develop a relationship.
You can do a lot of stuff. You could start a garage band with an ape. You could go out drinking with an ape.
Yeah.
You could go hitchhiking with an ape.
If it's a female ape and you are lonely on some nights, is it
That's-
okay? No.
that's twisted.
Hold on, I'm not.
I
Don't
don't
worry.
I don't even know if I want you to go there.
No. And you just want someone to hold you. Is that creepy?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I
At
think
night,
so.
just all it is holding.
Well, they
nurturing.
they actually do like to go through your hair and pick bugs out.
Like if they were okay, is that creepy if the ape held you and would pet your
Gently
head?
stroke your hair.
At nighttime, just on lonely nights.
If they could do it like soft and gentle, I've seen apes with kittens before. You ever
Yeah,
seen
for
that?
sure. They're very cuddly.
It's very
And
non.
they're very gentle.
It's very non-carnal.
I
It's
could
not-
go
it's-
for that, yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's not weird.
Yeah,
See?
I think I'd go with ape.
I go ape.
I'd get a Bengal tiger, man.
Really, why a tiger?
Because they're impressive looking and they'll just walk around with you, kind of like walking your dog. You just be cruising.
It's very pimp, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's very, very pimp.
If you got on good graces with a parrot and you got it talking how you wanted, you could.
Some people have, yeah.
You could really, but I mean, I'm talking to a level where this parrot knows everything. It'll say things. Oh, that was lit. Like it even has today's slang.
It's a millennial parrot.
Yeah, it's a millennial parrot.
It's like a hip hop parrot.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Okay. Got something you want to add to the mix? 877-979-WRMF.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. There's nothing cooler than a new car, truck, or SUV from Schumacher. Over 3,000 new, hundreds of pre-owned, West Palm, North Palm, and Delray Beach. Come join the family. Just one crash on your roadways right now. That one is in West Palm Beach on your surface streets. Broadway northbound shut down between 41st Street and 45th Street. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 97.9 WRMF.
For a limited time only, get a free air conditioning or plumbing service call when you turn to the experts at Lindstrom Air. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys. There's refreshing fun for everyone at Aquatica, SeaWorld's water park. Plunge down Orlando's steepest drop tower, Eehoo's Breakaway Falls, or relax on our white sand beach. Right now, get Aquatica's Play and Dine ticket for only $67. That's park admission, meals, and a refillable souvenir cup. Perfect for an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Get all that for just $67. For details, visit aquaticaorlando.com. Advance purchase only. Offer expires August 20th, 2017.
Hello, West Palm Beach. Geico presents things that'll make you feel good.
A penguin can jump as high as 6 feet in the air. That's nearly a dunk. Something else to make you feel good. Geico's been offering great savings and service for over 75 years and has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. And the satisfying coverage from Geico isn't just for your car. The Geico Insurance Agency can help you with renter's insurance, too. And Geico offers motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. You know what else will make you feel good? In Providence, Rhode Island, every night skyscrapers and tugboats blink their lights on and off to wish kids in a children's hospital good night. And Geico is the largest auto insurer in the state, so breathe easy. We've got your back. Plus, you might be able to save even more money because Geico has local agents in your area who could help you find savings, like military or federal discounts. And Geico offers emergency roadside service.
So, West Palm Beach, contact Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office. You'll feel better after you do.
Picking a plastic surgeon is a big decision. I say this to women so often. Do your research. Talk to people. Get referrals from actual patients that have gone in and had surgery with that doctor. Ask about that patient's experience. Don't just shop around for price, please. When you go with the cheapest guy in town, sometimes you get the crappiest results in town, and that is just a fact. Dr. Rankin and Dr. Deb are amazing. They are absolutely credentialed. Dr. Rankin is the chief of plastic surgery at St. Mary's, and Dr. Deb went to Harvard Medical School. Okay, wow, Ivy League. These guys are next level. Their patients love them. Their staff loves them. Most of all, I love them for the results I got from my mommy makeover. I really am so pleased, and I'm telling everybody, get in there, go see them. Once you see the bedside manner and you see the vibe and the atmosphere, you will realize you're in the right place. Here's the number to call. It's 561-776-2830 for the Aqua Plastic Surgery Center, or you can go online to aquaplasticsurgery.com.
I'm Harvey Massey. At Massey Services, we know you don't want pests in your home. That's why we created Pest Prevention. Our preventive approach focuses on the outside of your home and includes caulking and sealing areas that pests use to get inside. You see, our program keeps pests out so you won't have to control them later. And that's better for you, your family, and our environment. That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
We love beer! The 2017 Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest is almost here. We love beer, and we know that you do too. Saturday, July 22nd at the South Florida Fairgrounds Expo Center in the cool AC. 2 sessions, 12 noon and 5:30 p.m. But with VIP admission, you get in an hour earlier. Love bourbon and whiskey too? We got it. Don't miss the Hillbilly Bourbon Whiskey Tasting Lounge where you can sample 86 and 101 proofs. There's a tug-of-war contest for cash presented by You Pull and Pay. And this is not just any beer fest. We have over 150 craft beers on tap, a silent disco dance floor, cornhole, 10 gourmet food trucks, live music on stage, and special timed releases. Also, do not miss the after party with the KVJ show. Kevin, Virginia, and Jason at the ranch at Double D's. PalmBeachSummerBeerFest.com has all the event information and a link to buy tickets. Like our Facebook page for free giveaways. Get your advance tickets now at a discounted rate. That's PalmBeachSummerBeerFest.com. But hurry before the tickets are gone. Cheers!
Hey, summertime is a great time to catch up on appointments and things that you want to get done that just during the school year you don't have time for. That's why a LASIK procedure this summertime could be brilliant. Panu Laser Vision will change your life. It changed my life. I was either going to have to get contacts or glasses. I'd had both before, and I didn't like either one. Contact lenses, they always hurt my eyes. I had a hard time getting them in. I just didn't like touching my eyeball. Plus, if you're going anywhere, like overnight, you had to worry about solutions, and it's a hassle I did not need. Glasses, same kind of problem. A lot of times when you're in the gym, you can't wear glasses. Plus, when you're taking a shower and you got your regular shampoo and a conditioner, you can't tell the difference between one from the other. That's another great reason why a LASIK procedure makes so much sense and why you got the time, get it done. And let's say you don't even have the money right now. That shouldn't keep you from going to Panu because they got a payment plan with 0 down and 0 interest. And just for listening to the KVJ show, they'll take $500 off on your procedure. Our very own Suits is about to get this thing done. He heard about it. He wanted to change his life and even his look. That's why he's going to Panu, and you should too. Online, PANNUlaser.com. That's PANNUlaser.com.
Now through Thursday, July 13th, get your groove on at Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. It's all peace and love in our judgment-free zone. And it's just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Can you dig it? Just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com by July 13th for this far-out deal. The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
For life's little emergencies, have your plan ahead of time. Know where you're going to go. MD Now is open 365 days a year from 8 to 8. Go online, find the one nearest you, mdnow.com.
Swedish Holiday, American Spirit. That's Volvo's midsummer sales event, and it's happening now at your local Volvo dealer. Get up to $4,500 on a new Volvo vehicle of your choosing. Come in to learn more.
Do you need legal help? Call Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Log on to offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, Virginia's still out today. She'll be back in with us tomorrow. So, Jaybird, the dirt is in our hands, my friend. Yeah! Oh, yeah, baby. Gotta tell you, again, it is going to be free of anything Kardashian. But just for Virginia, we will talk Spice Girl, Mel B. How much is she ordered to pay her estranged husband? The stat is staggering. Details next.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF.
It's summertime, baby. Been trying to find stuff for the kids to do. At least my youngest 9-year-old. Got him signed up in a whole bunch of different stuff. He's kind of begrudgingly going to all of it, but
camps?
Yeah, I got to put him in like a music little camp, which I think is great. I'm like, I don't know why kids drag their feet so much, and I did too. When I was taking piano as a kid, I used to drag my feet, and now I'm like, man, what was wrong with you? I'm like, if I could play piano right now, like a boss, that would be so awesome.
I really feel like that is all with the teacher because I love music, but my mom and dad made me take piano lessons when I was a kid, and I hated it because they treated it just like school, and they made it homework, and they made it not fun. You got to make music fun.
Yeah, okay, maybe it is the teacher, maybe it's the kid, maybe you just need to drag them and just like say, hey, stop complaining. One day you're gonna haul up and thank me.
But there are kids that genuinely have an interest in music, and that is how you get good at music, by being, interested and having passion towards it.
Yeah.
If you're going through the motions, eventually you're going to want to quit.
Okay, maybe that's it. Well, hey, if you are looking for something for your kid to do, this is one thing they're not going to fight you on. Taking them to Rapids Water Park. 35 water slides. I'm telling you, it is one of the funnest things you can do in South Florida.
When I was a kid, they only had 4. That's how much they've grown.
They're not even messing around. You go in there, and it just looks like a massive type of Orlando production that you would see, something of that ilk. And I tell you, it is just a great time. 4-pack of tickets for you right now. Camp KVJ. Finding stuff for you to do with your kids so it's not going to bust the bank for you. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Get a hold of us right here at the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
Mel B How much she got to pay her estranged husband? The stat is staggering. If you missed the news from over the weekend, we got that for you coming up here. Lots of celebrity drunks in the dirt today. If you didn't catch it, Aaron Carter got a Dewey over the weekend in Georgia, and this is right after he blasted Shia LaBeouf for getting his his drunken disorderly.
I mean, he's on camera. There's audio of saying, "You'll never catch me getting a DUI."
That's like, come on, and then what? It's not even a week later.
I think
Shia LaBeouf, man, I can't tell if he's out of his gourd or a genius. So I do not agree with that.
Okay.
You won't catch me getting any DUIs. I don't have any DUIs.
Yeah, I don't have any DUIs.
I don't think Shia LaBeouf has DUIs either. He's got drunk and disorderly.
Yeah, that's all his stuff, yeah. I remember 3 years ago, I think over the summer, he's picked up in New York for a drunk and disorderly. He had the one from like about a week ago in Georgia. His is in Georgia, too. I guess if you're going to be hammered, don't go to Georgia. Oh, Will Smith. Imagine this, if his now wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, was actually on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Would that have been super cool, or would it have been like,
That'd have been cool.
It almost happened.
I auditioned for Fresh Prince, and they told me I was too short to play Will's girlfriend.
Stop it
only for me to become his wife. I
Never
never did Fresh Prince. Once I got on my feet and, I was doing my thing, I had done a couple of movies, and I did different world. Then Fresh Prince want to come back and be like, we need you on the show. And I was like, no, I'm a movie star. I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows you, though, how stupid some of those execs are and the people that make decisions.
I
Because
know,
she was
right.
too short, they're married.
It would have been great, huh?
Yeah, it just shows you.
Great thing to check out. Other TV news, a woman's going to be playing the main character on Doctor Who for the first time ever. Jodie Whittaker, a 35-year-old actress, is going to be taking over for Peter Capaldi next year. She's the 13th actor now to play Doctor Who. They always kind of like switch it in and out.
It's like a James Bond thing.
Yeah, I guess. But I think they're completely different. The Jersey Shore reunion did happen. Saw that Burger King commercial where they're all in it. Apparently, they're going to be doing a new E-series called Reunion Road Trip.
I heard that Ronnie was not present for the reunion. Is that,
Really?
Can you confirm or deny these rumors?
I have not heard myself either. I don't know. That's. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Could you pick Ronnie out of a lineup?
Not at all.
You have no idea what
I
I'm
never
even
really watched
talking
that show. No, I was so I'm like, come on, man. Also, TV-wise, they had the auditions for The Bachelor on Saturday. It was in Fort Lauderdale at the Riverside Hotel. About 100 single young men and women showed up, they say. So could have gone out there and checked that out. Tonight, The Bachelor is going to be on TV on ABC. And finally here, Mel B, staggering amount of money. She's got to pay her estranged husband, Stephen Belafonte, $40,000 a month in spousal support. That's crazy. A judge in L.A. granted him the request for emergency support to cover basic conveniences like food, housing, and phone bills. She also has to pay $140,000 in legal fees to her ex.
I hate that rule where you have to keep up the lifestyle that you had.
Right.
Because $40,000 a month?
It's not right.
No.
It's not right at all. It's like, that's crazy. Your Dirt of the Day being brought to you by the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest coming up this Saturday at the South Florida Fairgrounds Expo Center. Cool air conditioning. Rain doesn't even matter, even if it does happen. Unlimited sampling for you as well. One session starts at noon, the other one at 5 p.m. There's bourbon, whiskey tasting as well, and 10 food trucks. Just go palmbeachsummerbeerfest.com to get your tickets right now. Celebrities having a birthday today. Got a couple, including the Hoff, David Hasselhoff. How old do you think he is, Jay Bird?
Hoff is 59.
65. Dang, 65 for the Hoff. Donald Sutherland, who's Kiefer's dad. Done so much great stuff. He's 82 today. Mark Burnett, he is the guy that has done great shows like Survivor. He's turning 57 today. And big country star Luke Bryan is 41 years old.
Oh, don't he live out in Vero?
Nope.
Who's the one that lives out in Vero?
That's Jake Owen.
All right, never mind. I always get them confused.
Really?
I don't know why.
Well, they're both in country and they're guys.
All right.
I mean, it's easy to do.
They wear cowboy hats.
I know they don't.
They don't? Is that a dying thing?
Not a lot. Some of your old, yeah.
Really?
Not a lot of people wear it. Tim McGraw, that's about it.
Modern day country people they're getting rid of the country.
Not a lot of them wear it. I would say it's a minority thing now.
Really?
Some do. Kenny Chesney wears a cowboy hat. Tim McGraw, but yeah, not a lot of the newer ones wear it often.
Is dying down in country.
I'd say it's less. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say it's less. Hashtag cowboy facts. And also having a birthday today, Lexus Kazuk turning the big 2-1. Yeah. Happy birthday, Lexus. If you got a birthday you want on the KVJ show, all you have to do is just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, and we got you. Got Tammy on here from West Palm. What's up, Tammy?
Good morning.
Good morning. I understand you got 3 kids, Tammy.
I do have 3. I have 3 kids and 2 grandkids.
Oh my goodness! Wow. What are the kids doing here for the summertime of the grandkids? What's everybody doing to stay busy?
They're complaining and they're sweating.
That sounds about right. Well, this should take care of it. I'm going to do 4 tickets for you. You get to go check out Rapids Water Park.
Oh, thank you. That's going to be awesome. We all love that place, so that's great. That's an expensive trip, so this really helps.
Absolutely. No, it's going to definitely save you some time and some money and all that kind of good stuff. And we got the hookup for Camp KVJ every single day this week, right about this time, 7 a.m. Going to give you the hookup for the Rapids Water Park. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, what is your favorite 4 bars in hip-hop? Take it to the KVJ Show Facebook page. We'll discuss coming up next.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. And I was running from my brother and his friends, and tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart, broke it here, made friends and lost them through the years. And I've not seen the boring fields in so long. I know I've grown, but I can't wait to go home. It's the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill.
A lot of people talking about Ed Sheeran last night on Game of Thrones, and yes, he did sing.
For she was a secret treasure. She was his shame and his bliss. And a chain and a keep are nothing compared to a woman's kiss. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm.
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Thrones type of song.
I thought it was really good. How was the episode last night? If you want to sound off on that, you can. Just text us. It's 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. The other day, there was an interview with Ludacris, and they asked him, what are your favorite 4 bars in hip-hop?
Bars?
Yeah. Basically, it's just kind of like, little section. Some people do either 4 bars, some people do 8 bars. It's just basically like,
Some do 16, man.
You're right. Is there a part to you in a hip-hop song that stands out?
There's a couple that every time it comes on, it just seems like everybody knows the words. One is B-I-G-P-O-P-P-A, no info.
That's mine, without a doubt.
Everybody knows
it's like
that
the only
part.
one I know.
And then there's a part that you get to that everyone starts to fall apart on.
Yeah, oh no. You're okay for this part?
B-I-G-P-O-P-P-A, no info for the DEA. Federal agents mad cause I'm flagrant. Tap myself and my phone in the basement.
My team supreme, right
do
team,
that.
but I'd be that. Hard to hear that.
Girls that socius, girls like most. I don't know what he says there.
But you're faking it. You're trying to act like you know what you're talking about.
Another one, Dr. Dre and Snoop. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre are at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up because you know about to rip bloop up.
Yeah. That's kind of where mine is. That's kind of like my sweet spot, like that early 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
Like a little Ice Cube. You remember this from It Was a Good Day?
Drunk as hell, but no throwing up. Halfway home, and my page is still blowing up. Today I didn't even have to use my AK. I gotta say it was a good day.
The best part is the beginning. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. Everyone knows that
There's
part.
so much good stuff in that song. Yeah, so what is your hip hop song?
You're right, it's all for like 93.
Yeah. What would you throw into the mix?
I mean, you got Vanilla Ice, Stop, Collaborate, and Listen. That's a big one.
Ice is back with a brand new invention.
Yeah, I don't know the word. Wait, how's it go? Stop, Collaborate, and Listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something.
Grabs a hold of me tightly.
Do you not know the words either?
Grabs it like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know.
I know parts of that.
Yeah, that one kind of throws me off too.
Boom, there
I
it
fake
is.
it. I fake it.
Again, though, we gotta get out of this 87 to 93 window.
Yeah, I hear you. I gotta throw one more out there that is in that window that I know and love. You gotta say like your favorite little parts from hip hop. And Notorious B.I.G. man, good stuff.
We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat. Wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days.
Now we drink
champagne when we're thirsty. What?
Damn right. The other one, Kanye, 18 years. 18 years.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of Gold Digger. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's something that you need to have. And when she leave, yo, she gon' leave with half. 18 years, and on her 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his.
You give me money.
That's a jam.
That is a jam.
Do you guys, so Lil Wayne was real popular for a while. I don't know if you ever got on that craze, but he had some baller lyrics.
Give us a taste.
So from the song by Big Timers, Shine, he was featured on a verse. I always love this line. It goes,
you gotta rap it, though. You can't say it.
Let's talk about this ice that I'm carrying. All these carrots like I'm a vegetarian. People play I bury 'em. You already knowin'. I threw up my arms and then they thought it started snowing.
Oh, yeah! Drop that mic.
Oh,
Drop it, Danny.
That's a tight line.
Yeah.
Gotta be straight.
Oh, yeah. The whitest guys ever talking about their favorite hip hop.
You're right.
There was one. This is going way back in the day. This is when I was a little kid. I love this. And this is like the old. Ha 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 ha.
It's gotta be Sugar Hill Gang.
It's not Sugar Hill Gang, but it's from that era.
Okay.
You remember Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five?
No, because I was not born yet, I don't think.
This is like when I was a wee little kid. I used to hear this all the time, and this is still one of my favorites.
Push me,
cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head.
It's like a jungle
sometimes. Makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
It's like a jungle sometimes.
It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Oh, yeah.
How about this one? What? I like big butts and I cannot lie.
You other brothers can't deny.
Again, though, it's circa 90. What is it?
It's all.
Oh, man.
We're all caught in it. Victor is on here, 877-979-WRMF. What are your favorite couple bars from hip-hop song, Victor?
I have. It's like bars and like beat. Is it a hip hop, a hip to the hip of the hip hip? But how about you don't stop? All right, get up to the baby, the bam bam, the boogie to the boogie to the boogie the beat.
That's right.
Way back, man.
You nailed it. That was great.
That was really good.
How about Two Life Crew though? How about Two Life Crew? No bars, but the beat. I want to dance. I want to dance. I want to dance. I want to dance. I want to dance right now. I mean, that takes you out to the club. Oh, baby.
Victor's on it, man.
That's real good, Victor.
Wait, that was actually really good.
Vanilla Ice though, you can't deny Vanilla Ice from West Palm Beach.
Oh yeah.
We just talked about it.
Baby. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, that keeps you going all night, baby, with the champagne bottles and all.
Oh, yeah. I like Victor, man. Give him the floor. He's on fire today. Look at Victor go. It's all good ones.
You can let him go another 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. You could tell. He was ready to go. Teresa's on here from Delray, 877-979-WRMF. Favorite part from a hip-hop song, what is it, Teresa?
The beginning of Gangster's Paradise.
You got to rap it, though.
Oh, God. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of... I don't even know the words.
Shadow of death.
I'll
Right.
take a look at myself and realize that nothing's left. I've been laughing and laughing so long, and even my mama thinks that my life is gone.
Yeah.
But I never.
That is a good one. You're right. That always stands out. It's one of those things like when you hear it, you think you know it, you try to sing along with it, but it's one of the most recognizable.
You know at least the first line of the bar.
Right. Exactly. It starts to like jump out at you. I want to throw something else into the mix. You can. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763 here. It is the KVJ Show. Also, coming up in just a little bit, call them out. Going to be on the way. You got somebody you need to call out about 10 minutes away. You can get them in now. 877-979-9763. The Monday KVJ Show.
Waiting for the time to pass you by. Hope the winds of change will change your mind. I could give 1,000 reasons why, and I know you, and you've got to make it on your own, but we don't have to grow up, we can stay forever young. Living on my sofa, drinking rum and cola underneath the rising sun. I could give 1,000 reasons why, but you're going. Do is stay a minute, just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay. All you have to do is wait a second. Your hands on mine. The clock is ticking, so stay.
Best parts from hip-hop songs. People threw a couple of good ones out here. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. You remember this one? Somebody said, Run DMC, it's tricky right here.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky, it's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Tricky. Oh, yeah. No doubt. Somebody else said, you remember this song? Again, same era, but man, good stuff.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC. On a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G.
Oh man, he was great. Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg was awesome.
Nate Dogg
Rest in peace.
was absolutely outstanding. Some of the other ones people throwing at us. Let me clear my throat.
But is that a bar though?
Nah, that's kind of more just like a beat. Somebody said DMX Party Up in the beginning, part of that one. Tupac, I Get Around. Tupac has some good ones too.
Yeah, that's such an underrated song that nobody ever brings up. I Get Around's a jam.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems, but the blue ain't one. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. That's some good stuff.
That's the chorus though. That's not the bar. The bar would be I got blah blah blah. I got control. That's the bar.
That one does, and that stands out too. Yeah, I'm not feeling we might have to break some of these down coming up on Friday when we get to Blue Martini.
Love it.
So we can act like we know the lyrics and don't. Yeah, if you got some you want to throw at us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. We'll load them up and take them to Blue Martini in Boca. Going to be there Friday at 7 p.m. We do nothing but have a couple drinks, and we do like just sing-along stuff.
The first time we did it, it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, and this time we'll be a little bit more prepared with the music. We were just kind of like on the fly trying to grab stuff, so we had no idea. So we'll have to do our best of white guy rap, I think, coming up. That's probably what's going to happen on Friday night. So make sure you come on out and join us. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, we got Call 'em Out. Anybody that you need to call out here today? Now, Jaybird, I don't know if you're getting called out or what's going on here, but somebody is not real happy with you because you canceled on them via text message.
Yeah, I wasn't able to meet up with them, and we were supposed to meet up in about 3 hours, and I texted them saying how I could not make it because I had something for work I had to do.
Okay.
And they gave me the biggest, lecture saying how it is so wrong, how you should never cancel plans via text, and that is so uncool. And if you have to cancel plans with somebody, you always, no exception, have to pick up the phone, call them, and verbally cancel your plans. Is that how it is?
I think it's wrong in the fact that it depends. If it's something that's not that big of a deal.
It was not a big deal.
If it's just kind of a casual, hey, unfortunately, hey, I can't make it. Because people, so many people today, especially if it's something tough, they love texting. It's just the way it is. I mean, now, if it was like a big thing, like you were going on a vacation together, you were going to hop on a plane and you're going to be somewhere together for the weekend, you're going on a road trip, you were going to help somebody move,
not even
something
close.
along those lines.
It was just a meetup. Hey, how's it going? All right. Hey, all right. How you doing? Yeah, it was something that could be rescheduled, but it was the fact that canceling via text is a no-no. I know you're not supposed to break up through text.
Yeah.
Are you not able to cancel plans now through texting?
I think you can. Like Kevin said, it all depends on the gravity of the situation.
You could throw like maybe 10 different scenarios at me, and I'd say
okay.
Yes, no.
Lunch, haven't seen the person in a while.
Okay, yeah, you threw that out there. Haven't seen the person in a while. Lunch with somebody you see all the time, not a big deal. Hey, man, I can't make it today. Not a big deal. If it is somebody that's been over 6 months, then, yeah, you might want to call them. I'd say definitely over a year. If you haven't seen them for over a year, and especially if they're going way out of their way. Mm-hmm. Depends upon, like, how difficult it is for them. Like, if you just had said, hey, let's try to get together for lunch, and you're going to do a big, hey, I can't make it today, something came up.
Yeah, that's really what it was.
You can text that.
That's what it was.
If it's somebody that was in town specially for you.
Nothing like that.
Something along those lines, yeah, you should probably call. How long has it been since you've seen this person?
Over 6 months for sure.
Over 6 months for sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Over for 6 months for sure.
Did they come out of their way to try to hang out with you?
No, because they
How many miles were they having to travel, do you estimate?
5 miles. It's like I said, it's not a big deal. 5 miles.
Yeah.
They weren't walking.
Was it afternoon plans or nighttime plans?
Afternoon plans.
Afternoon plans are easier with a text than nighttime plans.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think you're in the free and clear.
Yeah, you're good, man. Clear that conscience.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys say it's cool. I feel better.
Not going to call you out, but there are some people that could, if you get a text message.
You'll get text messages right now saying, oh, you're supposed to, without a doubt, call somebody to cancel.
Like if you're going to be somebody's best man, call. No
All
text.
right, we know.
We all agree, though.
It depends upon the scenario. It's all a sliding scale.
Okay, breaking up with somebody that you've been dating for 4 months.
You need to call, or you need to do it in face-to-face.
Okay,
Better.
how about dating someone for 2 weeks? Hey, you're just not feeling it. Can you text that person? You've gone out twice. You're not feeling it. Can that be a text?
I guess you call them.
Really?
I think you call that person.
With the 2?
Yeah.
I would shoot a text on that.
I'm with
It's
it.
only 2 weeks. You barely know them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
with
somebody you've been
Denny's.
dating for 4 months, I'd break up with them face to face.
4 months is different. 2
Okay.
weeks, I think that's a text, Kev.
Okay, all right.
Still pretty informal.
Yeah, and you have not had any kind of relations whatsoever.
Okay, coming up here in a second, you got somebody you need to call out. Did they cancel plans on you? But without a doubt, it was like not called for, not cool. In fact, this might help sort out how we all know when you should call someone or when you can text based on who you call out and for what.
It was just a lunch at the ale house. That's really the extent.
That seems like a text would be good.
Agreed, but you would have thought, oh my.
Oh my gosh. 877-979-WRMF. We're going to be calling them out coming up next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
800-561-7777. This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. There's nothing cooler than a new car, truck, or SUV from Schumacher. Over 3,000 new, hundreds of pre-owned, West Palm, North Palm, and Delray Beach. Come join the family. Well, right now we're dealing with a few incidents here in Palm Beach County, 2 of which are on I-95 southbound. The first one in Delray Beach, that's near Atlantic Avenue. The second one is in Boynton Beach, that's beyond Woolbright Road. The left lane block there, speeds in the 20s. You're going to want to bail off the highway there if you can. We also have a crash on your surface streets, that's in West Palm Beach. Broadway northbound is shut down between 41st Street and 45th Street. And in Broward County, a pair of disabled vehicles blocking the shoulder. The first one, Hollandale Beach, that's I-95 northbound at Pembroke Road. The second one, I-95 southbound, that's at Cypress Creek Road. We also have one accident for you to be on the lookout for in Broward County. That one as well, only blocking the shoulder. You'll find that I-95 northbound before Sterling Road. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 97.9 WRMF.
For a limited time only, get a free air conditioning or plumbing service call when you turn to the experts at Lindstrom Air. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys.
Hey, it's Virginia. You know, I lost 25 pounds with Quick Weight Loss, and unlike others, they have in-office one-on-one support for faster weight loss. It's like a coaching team. It's like guidance counselors of weight loss. They care, they stay on you, they call you, they check in. I love that. It's like you have coaches that aren't going to let you fail, and that's why I think I was successful. I love that team around me. One-on-one in-office guidance and support for faster weight loss. No prepackaged meals, no exercise required. Lose up to 20, 40, 100 pounds or more. I lost 25 pounds doing it, and I know Quick Weight Loss works. For a limited time only, lose 20 pounds for $20. All services included. That's exclusive of supplements. Kids join free when parents sign up. Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation today. Visit quickweightloss.net or call 1-855-777-THIN. That's 1-855-777-THIN. 1-855-777-8446.
Big day?
Yeah, I have a lot on my plate.
I can see that. McGriddles, hash browns, and a coffee?
Well, I do have a big to-do list.
Well, I have a big to-do list, too. Crispy hash browns, fluffy eggs.
That's your to-do list?
Part of it. I also have crispy bacon, flaky biscuits, fresh...
No matter what your day brings, there's a McDonald's for every morning. And for a limited time, enjoy any 2 sausage or chorizo burritos for just $2. Yeah, any 2, just $2. At participating McDonald's, single item at regular price. Cannot be combined with any other offer or any combo meal.
Fact. Every moment is better with McCafe. Like a McCafe iced coffee, which, let's go over the facts, is cold and refreshing. And who could forget the fact that there's also McCafe smoothies and frappes, which in fact are awesome. So, you should in fact go to McDonald's and grab a cold McCafe now. And that's a fact.
Ice cold gets bold and creamy. Now for a limited time, enjoy any size McCafe iced coffee for just $1.49. $1.49, and that's a fact. Prices and participation may vary.
Summer beach days and late night swims, barbecues, and razor bumps? Seriously? If you're still messing around with razors and wax, it's time to stop. Go see the pros at Body Detail's True Laser Hair and Tattoo Removal. Right now, you can save up to 60% off laser hair removal at Body Details, and you can schedule your treatments whenever and wherever works best for you. All of their amazing South Florida locations offer night and weekend hours. Plus, Body Details is the only company with a completely free lifetime guarantee. Visit bodydetails.com and schedule your free consultation today.
Car needs some motor oil? Advance Auto Parts has the deal for you.
5 quarts of CarQuest conventional motor oil and a Purelator oil filter for just $18.99. CarQuest conventional motor oil, only at Advance Auto Parts, features a low-friction formula and advanced additives for better gas mileage and longer engine life. Find a store near you at advanceautoparts.com or swing by a participating CarQuest Auto Parts location. 5 quarts of CarQuest conventional motor oil, Purelator oil filter, $18.99. Valid in-store only.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. I was ordering a sub over the weekend, and I was talking to somebody that listens to the show, and they were telling me how they went to Lou Back Pompano Beach Chevrolet and had a great experience. They heard my commercials and actually went on my recommendation. They met Howard. They did the whole thing, had a great experience. If you are in the market for a car or new vehicle, Lou Back Pompano Beach Chevrolet has some great deals going on right now, and I'm telling you, they're a great little community over there. They really take care of their customers. Now, they are located 1801 West Atlantic Boulevard, Pompano Beach in Broward County, or just hit up their website, pompanochevy.com. The thing I love about Lou Back Pompano Beach Chevrolet is the fact that I do trust their service department. If anything does go awry or askew, they completely nail it when it comes to that stuff. They fixed my truck in such a quick amount of time. My windows weren't working, my air wasn't working. I mean, everything was a mess. I had this ridiculous howling coming from my engine. They had it fixed so quick because their service department rocks. Like I said, when you're going and dealing with Lou Back Pompano Beach Chevrolet, make sure you ask for my man Howard. He's the general manager over there. He is waiting for you. Their service department is awesome. And if you're in the mood for a Silverado, they've got great deals on Silverados as well. Go in there today. Find new roads with Lou Back Pompano Beach Chevrolet.
Maybe you know this already, but summer is prime time for burglary. With families on vacation, long days at the beach, more empty homes. If you're worried at all about your home, now is the perfect time to protect it. Simply Safe Home Security is having its biggest ever summer sale. For a limited time, you can take a whopping $100 off Simply Safe's special summer package. It has everything you need to protect your home. An arsenal of security sensors to secure each door and window. There's a panic button, a blaring extra siren, and a wireless connection to authorities and police dispatch. Your family, your home, and everything in it stays safe around the clock. With no long-term contract, no installation costs, and no hidden fees. See what Simply Safe can do for your home. Get your $100 off at simplysafe.com/summer100. Hurry, this sale ends July 31st. That's simplysafe.com/summer100.
If you're ready for a change, New Look Boca should be your first call. New Look Boca offers Tickle Lipo, a minimally invasive but highly effective technique that'll take the inches off and keep them off. Tickle Lipo starts at just $19.99. Reshape your body with breast augmentation from $24.99. Facelifts and fat transfers under $4,000. Or put little to no money down with New Look Boca's Guaranteed Finance Program. The surgeries are performed by board-certified surgeons. New Look Boca also has specialists in lap band surgery for extreme weight loss, plus hair restoration and vaginal rejuvenation. Call New Look Boca at 561-894-4444. That's 561-894-4444.
A second opinion is critical. That's why Cleveland Clinic Florida should be your first choice. You need to make sure your diagnosis is correct and the recommended treatment appropriate. Call 800-639-DOCTOR or visit clevelandclinicflorida.org to make an appointment today.
MD Now Urgent Care. Exceptional care. Less than the emergency room. MDNow.com.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Lowe's.
I'm meteorologist Chris Farrell for CBS 12 News on this Monday morning, tracking just a few very isolated morning showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies to start our Monday. I'll reach a high temperature near 90 with sunny to partly cloudy skies through the morning. But this afternoon, storms are likely. A 60% chance of locally heavy, strong, numerous afternoon storms. They'll end by early evening, a low of 77.
Get an extra 5% off purchases every day at Lowe's on items big or small when you use your Lowe's Advantage card. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval and can be combined with any other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
I'm very excited about Saturday. One of my favorite days of the entire year is the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest coming up. It's voted one of the top 5 best beer fests in all of America. So if you love the craft beer, you definitely don't want to miss this. And you don't have to. 2 different sessions, one at noon, one at 5 p.m. It's not going to be overly cramped. It's going to be absolutely perfect. So there's going to be shorter lines, but You're going to be able to taste all the best breweries in South Florida, as well as some of the ones from around the entire country. There's live music. There's going to be 10 food trucks there, and it's all going to be under the cool cover and AC of the South Florida Fairgrounds Expo Center. Get your tickets right now. Just go to PalmBeachSummerBeerFest.com. That's PalmBeachSummerBeerFest.com.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at KVJShow.com.
All right, anybody you need to call out for bad behavior, we can do that right here, right now. It is Call Them Out on the KVJ Show. And we're going to start off here. We got Will on here from West Palm Beach. What's up, Will?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy. All right, who you calling out today and for what?
I want to call out a girl. Man, listen, I was at a bar in Lauderdale, and I picked up this girl at the bar. Well, I didn't pick her up. I was talking to her. And,
okay.
And when we were leaving, you know, I got in my Lyft, and she insisted on getting in my car. And I was like, okay, where are you going? She's like, hey, I need a place. Stay tonight. I'm like, all right, I'm a nice guy. So I'm like, okay, she came back to my place. I like, you guys sleep on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no big deal, whatever. She was, I'm not into her, whatever. But, at that night, she tried to get in my bed twice. I'm like, no, not interested.
You're
Sleep on the
irresistible,
couch.
Will. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it was the pheromones.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm turned on just by listening to you.
Yeah.
No, but she was, not my type. I made that very clear. She tried to get in my bed twice.
Okay, so how many times did you actually sleep with her?
I didn't touch her, man. I'm not, not interested.
Okay.
Complete, just little on the loco side. Okay, so obviously.
Yeah, so what are you calling her out for specifically here, Will?
I'm calling her out for because she destroyed my couch. She took a knife to my couch. I woke up in the morning, and she was gone, and my couch is completely destroyed. It's a leather couch, beautiful. It's brown leather. Anyway, $1,500. She completely took a knife to it. I come out, the cushions are opened up, and the sides are open up, and I'm calling her out for that. I mean, crazy, right? So
crazy, right? He sounds like John Travolta, doesn't he?
It's weird.
It's weird.
Back
but
in the road.
it's weird. She cut my cushions.
Was her name Sandy?
All right.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that.
That's a bummer, though. It sounds like a nice couch.
Did that really happen?
I have no idea. It didn't sound like it. It sounded to me like he was still hammered, too. Thank you, though, very much. Appreciate that, Will.
I got somebody I want to call out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, so I was leaving CVS on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Peacefully, I'm wearing sandals, and somebody threw up right outside the front door, and I stepped and slipped in it with my sandals.
Oh, dang, that's gnarly.
I had to go back in. I grabbed a bag, and I wrapped it around my foot so I could drive home without getting throw up in my car.
Yep.
Don't throw up in front of doors.
That's terrible, man.
It's pretty rough. I still think about it.
Yeah, you know what? I got to tell you, I wore my flip-flops to a country show the other night, and I was there, and I'm like, I was getting into it. I'm like, this is a bad idea.
I always wear
I had to
them,
leave
though.
early. I'm like, this is a bad idea.
I always wear flip-flops.
Yeah, but if you're a flip-flop wearer, there's a lot of places you wind up in your flip-flops. You're going, it was a bad idea to wear flip-flops here. I should have known better.
That's why I always wear shoes. I like my feet protected.
Right, yeah.
You need to call it the guy that was getting on Denny's. Some old guy called Denny's out for wearing a backpack and saying Denny's is way too old to be wearing a backpack.
That was random.
Unsolicited comment. You're too old to be wearing a backpack.
Really?
Yes.
That's so random.
I had equipment in it, so in case I could set up stuff quickly. And this guy calls me over, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I go over, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, you're way too old to be wearing a backpack. I was like,
interrogating him.
I got equipment in here, and he's like, but you shouldn't wear a backpack.
It's so weird what people decide to comment on
It is.
in public, and you're like, why of all things is that something you need to bring up?
I remember I had some kind of like loud-looking shirt on,
Yeah.
and an old guy called me a beatnik, unsolicited, and I didn't even know what that meant. I go, why are you calling me a beatnik? Because of my shirt?
Yeah.
It's just weird that you're right. Yeah, unsolicited comments.
Couple of emails we got here for a little call out. Alexa says, I was checking out the gas station when I dropped a $20 bill, and before I could put my baby in her stroller to pick it up, the woman in front of me picks up the $20. So I'm expecting her to hand it back to me, but she simply said, finders keepers, and walked off with it.
Oh, hell no. That is not finders keepers.
The cashier and I were both in shock, and I was torn as to whether I should go after her and my money, but since I had my 2 kids with me, I did not. So that is why I figured it was just safer to call her out on your show.
Oh.
That's intense.
See,
Finders keepers? What?
That's almost a whacked out news story. I could see that somebody getting into a major fist fight over $20.
Absolutely.
You can't do that. That's stealing.
Wow.
And so blatant about it.
Finders keepers. What?
Ugh.
Carol,
you put the camera on and you chase her.
Hey, why are you taking my money?
Carol sent an email. She said, I want to call out the owner of the black BMW parks in the disabled spot. I go to Sam's Club 2 to 3 times a week early in the morning, and that car is always in the handicap parking spot. But do you know, and that's the only thing, because we've had that before, do you know definitely that they're not handicapped?
You got to have the little, the placard.
There's a lot of things, because we've kind of had that before where people have called people out for that, and then it turns out like they have a legit reason.
Yeah, if you're handicapped and you don't have the placard, but you're still handicapped, you're going to get on them because they don't have the placard.
And some people are like, yeah, sometimes you don't necessarily notice that somebody's handicapped, but they are.
For sure.
So that's a tough one.
It's on the license plate, too, I've seen lately, too.
Yeah. Somebody texted in and said, I want to call out Will for taking too long to tell his BS story. Thank you.
She took a knife, bro.
What, a knife? Yeah.
She murdered my couch, bro.
And Terry here has got a call him out. I know this will upset people, but really. I went to Walmart and there were some kids standing with their mother/guardian at the entrance to the store. They had a sign, something about going to cheer camp or something, and they had a coffee can asking for money. They are not trying to sell baked goods, not trying to sell lemonade, not throwing a car wash, not having a garage sale. Earn the money. But kids with parents just stand around with a sign on your coffee can, with your cell phone, and your iWatch just saying, give me money, earn the money. What are we as a society teaching kids to ask and beg for money for a luxury that many kids don't even have? Hashtag slushies are for hitters. Have a wonderful day. That's from Terry calling out all those clubs who sit there with their batting helmet out front of Publix just asking for money. Go out and work for it, she says.
Well, you know, there's so many good things you can donate your money to. It's the ones where, so my daughter wants to go to Australia with her cheer camp so they can really just explore the beauty. No, I'm not giving money to that.
Well, here's what's weird about people asking for money. If you do it on the streets, people yell at you and berate you. But if you do it on the internet, everything's cool. It's like, why is there a double standard with that?
There is. And got to call him out here via text. I'm a chick this morning trying to take a lovely, peaceful morning walk, enjoy the sunrise on the beach. And this creepy guy's following me, asking me if he could walk and sit with me. Leave me alone. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Get away from me.
Can I sit with you?
Get away from me. All right. All good call him outs.
I like when people call Kevin out. Anyone want to call Kevin out, call in.
Got plenty of those. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. You can call out anybody here on the KVJ show. So we had a hookup on Friday in Hook Up or Hang Up, but how did the date go with Guy and Cassie? Guess we'll get the full rundown on what they did and how it all went coming up next on the KVJ show.
Yeah, you're looking at the truth, the money never lie. No, I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one early morning in the dawn. Know you wanna ride now. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one, yeah. Hear you sick of all those other imitators. Don't let the only real one intimidate ya. See you watching, don't run out of time now. I'm the one, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm the one. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm the only one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm the only one. Another one. Don't you know, girl? Don't you know, girl? I am the one for you. I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Don't you know, girl? Don't you know, girl? I am the one for you. I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Don't you know, girl? Don't you know, girl? I am the one for you. I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Don't you know, girl? Don't you know, girl? I am the one for you. I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one.
Well, on Friday, we had Guy and Cassie on our hookup or hang up. Guy is a dude that apparently his mom thinks looks just like John Stamos. That's kind of the big question I got to have here now is we've got Guy and Cassie on after their date.
Moms think a lot of stuff about their kids.
Does he look?
My mom thought I was a good baseball player.
Yes. So let's find out how the date went over the weekend. We've got Guy and Cassie back on here to give us a little review. Hello, Guy. Hello, Cassie. Welcome back to the KVJ show.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Hello, back.
Hello, Guy. Now, the first question I have for you, Cassie, be as honest as you can. Does Guy look like John Stamos?
Very comparable. I wouldn't say just like John Stamos, but I could see it.
Like his like older brother Ron Stamos.
Ron and John Stamos? Is that how it is? Okay.
Yeah, I could see if they maybe related, but not, like twins.
Okay. Guy, tell me a little bit about the date, what you guys did, and then just what was your take on Cassie when you met her? What was your first impression?
My first impression, she's extremely attractive.
Okay.
She's kind of, again, just what I was looking for. She's very comfortable in her own skin. She's an extremely confident girl.
Okay.
But also she's very free-spirited. She's smart, too. We didn't really talk about education and stuff like that, but she's a very smart girl, very attractive. So we decided to do the tacos and tequila. We did that real quick. But
cool. Okay.
We'd also talked about wanting to be in some sun and wanting to be by the water, so had our bathing suits with us, took a quick trip to the beach and kind of hung out there for a while, laid in the sand. Splashed around the water, had some cocktails, ended up having a burger at a local stand out there.
Okay.
And,
day drinking.
Okay.
Day partying.
Very nice day drinking. And again, she was very attractive. And I, we didn't hook up, but we kind of got a little frisky on the beach. And
okay.
I really did. She looks very good in a bikini. She's a very attractive girl. So
okay,
that was a fun time.
All right, okay.
Down boy.
Okay. She's attractive.
We got that. Duly noted.
A guy approves of you, apparently, Cassie. Cassie, tell me a little bit about your take of hanging out with Guy. Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy it? Do you feel as physically attracted to him as he obviously is to you?
I'm physically attracted to him, yes.
Okay.
For the most part, the date was good.
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell just by talking to him, but Guy's a little, I guess, sexually charged would be the
I would say horny as a dog. Oh my god.
I was trying to be.
I'm surprised Guy's not panting on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, we went out, we did the margaritas, we had a little bit to drink, we did a couple of bars, and then we headed to the beach and made out a little bit, but he got a little too handsy for me.
Shocking.
Okay.
I like to live fast, but not quite that fast.
Okay.
And he kept trying to get me to come over. Hey, come over. And it's like, I'm having fun here.
Guy's trying to get you back to his lair.
It's at margaritas, man. I'm telling you.
And then,
did you go back to his place?
No,
you didn't. Okay.
That's a good move on your part. Good job.
Okay. All right. All of it. Okay.
But when the date ended, he dropped me off at home, and I really, I had pretty much just locked my door when I ended up getting a text message from him. So I opened it up, and it was a picture of his junk.
Guy, what the hell are you doing? Dude, Guy, are you still on the line?
Guy.
I know not to drink the tequila before I drink beer.
What? Hold on, Guy.
Are you trying to blame this on the
alcohol? He's trying to blame the alcohol. Guy, take some responsibility.
So,
my God!
When the day started, she liked the tequila shots, and I usually drink a few beers first to kind of warm myself up. But we were right into the tequila shots, then margaritas, then beers on the beach, then her wonderful body, and then I just kind of.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, wait.
I got a couple questions here.
Yeah.
One, was it a freshly taken picture,
Good point.
or was it a stock one?
Yeah, stock.
I mean, it's the guy
with
sounds
good lighting, and he's like, he actually went into glamour shots,
And did you think after you sent it, she was going to be like, oh, yeah, this is sweet? What was your thinking?
No, I really was just, it was so fuzzy, and I just thought, this will be funny, because we kind of joked about social media and stuff like that. But
okay,
I don't have a good answer.
So you meant it for more as like
drink tequila before.
Okay. You're going to that a lot. So would you say it was meant as more like ha rather than, hey, check me out? Is that what you're trying to say?
He doesn't know.
Okay. My other okay.
At the time, I thought I was like Mr. Cool, and she really wanted me, and she was just trying to play hard to get and that kind of thing.
Guy.
Do you do this often? Is this kind of one of your things?
Well, obviously
that says
not. I work a lot and I don't date a lot, and so I guess I'm not that great at it.
If you had to guess, okay,
he's going all out.
If you had to guess, how many times have you sent an unsolicited junk pic? If you had to guess,
me?
Yes.
Not more than a handful.
A handful.
Guys,
good choice of words.
He's just oozing with sexual innuendo.
Okay. All right. Well, Cassie, it sounds like, there were some fun parts of this. And my ultimate question here is, would there be another date with Guy, or are you a one and done on this?
I don't know. I mean, I could give it another try. Maybe not hit so many of the tequila shots, or, not mix the liquor with the beer next time.
Okay.
But I'm definitely not wanting a reshoot of the man area.
But can you tell us, Cassie, how would you rate it? Was it impressive? I mean, I'm just kind of curious. How is Guy doing?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't want to see it again, but in due time.
Okay. All right. So
I'm
just a
blown
little too much too fast, Guy. So pump the brakes, not so aggressive. Chill out a little bit, and maybe you might have something.
And Kevin said pump the brakes, nothing else, just the brakes.
So are we going to get to go out again?
I will leave that up to you. All right, easy.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Let Denny's handle this,
All right,
please.
hold on.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to let you guys take it from here.
We got to see her in her bikini again. I got to see her in her bikini.
What did we just say? We're like, Guy, you're a little aggressive. So does this mean another date or what?
Where can I see those things? Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
I think Guy's doing it all wrong, Kev.
He definitely needs to slow it down a bit. All right, possible potential there. We'll definitely make sure we keep checking in with Guy and Cassie. If you want to do a little hookup or hang up here on the KVJ show, just send us an email, include your phone and your photo and a little bit about you and also what you're looking for in somebody. Send that to us in an email, mail@kvjshow.com.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. There's nothing cooler than a new car, truck, or SUV from Schumacher. Over 3,000 new, hundreds of pre-owned, West Palm, North Palm, and Delray Beach. Come join the family. Well, speed's starting to get back to normal on your commute this morning after a couple of accidents on 95 southbound throughout Boynton and Delray Beach. A little bit slow as you go between Woolbright and Atlantic Avenue, but speeding up quickly in that area. We also have a wreck blocking part of the entrance ramp to the southbound Florida's Turnpike from PGA Boulevard and Palm Beach Gardens, and an accident in West Palm Beach has Broadway northbound shut down between 41st Street and 45th Street. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 97.9 WRMF.
For a limited time only, get a free air conditioning or plumbing service call when you turn to the experts at Lindstrom Air. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys.
Moving the old way, yeah, sure, it was stressful, but that's the old way. The new way to move, the current way, is using Greek Moving and Storage. The old way was getting a U-Haul and throwing your back out and having your husband break your TV. That sucks. The new way is just sit back and relax and let Greek Moving and Storage, the superheroes of moving, do all the heavy lifting for you. They'll even pack up your stuff for you, including your kitchen and your bathroom. They'll move everything, and then they'll unpack it at the new place, taking all the boxes with them. Boom, you're done. One day, move over. This is how it should be done. They're the official mover of the Miami Marlins. They do it right, and they've got Greek rewards, too. It pays you cash when you tell your friends and family to move with Greek. Pick up your mobile phone right now and press * Greek for a free quote. That's * Greek, or go online, GreekMoving.com, and get ready for your best move ever.
Hello, West Palm Beach. Geico presents things that'll make you feel good.
Cows have BFFs. It's true. They have one friend they go halvesies with on everything. Something else to make you feel good. Geico's been offering great savings and service for over 75 years and has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. And that satisfying coverage from Geico isn't just for your car. The Geico Insurance Agency can help you with renter's insurance, too. And Geico offers motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. You know what else will make you feel good? Scientists discovered it snows on Mars. Maybe one day we'll make snow Martians. And Geico is the largest auto insurer in the state, so breathe easy. We've got your back. Plus, you might be able to save even more money because Geico has local agents in your area who could help you find savings, like military or federal discounts. And Geico offers emergency roadside service.
So, West Palm Beach, contact Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office. You'll feel better after you do.
At Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning, get $30 off a precision tune-up. For expert service guaranteed, call 866-EXPERTS or visit ServiceExpertsPalmBeach.com.
Call 866-EXPERTS.
See website for license details.
Hey, it's Tracy St. George. Let Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning give your system a precision tune-up. It can dramatically extend the service life of your equipment and save you up to 30% on energy bills. Oh, and it's a whole lot cheaper than a repair. Call an expert. Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS.
Are you single and all your friends are married? Maybe you're new in town and the only people you know are the people you work with. Do you find yourself wanting to go out, but you don't because you have no single friends and you're so over the bar scene atmosphere? Then it's time you joined My Social Calendar. My Social Calendar is a nationwide activities club for singles that's been around for over 10 years. Meet people face-to-face while hiking, hot air ballooning, going to concerts, cooking classes, or attending wine tastings. You name it. Plus, there are lots of exotic trips and cruises to go on. Best of all, it's better than a dating service. They plan about 30 events a month for single people to get out of the house and make new friends. Seriously, when is the last time you went out and had a blast and everyone there was single like you? Believe it or not, there are a ton of single people in town. Check out the calendar online at mysocialcalendar.com. mysocialcalendar.com. What are you waiting for?
Hey, if you're like anybody else in society, you're always on the go. But it doesn't mean you got to be disconnected from your favorite TV shows and movies. When you got the Xfinity Stream app, it's so cool and so awesome that you can still watch your Game of Thrones, you can still check out your Netflix, and you can do it all not only with the Stream app, but by locking into some of those Wi-Fi hotspots you get. There's now 15 million Wi-Fi hotspots with Xfinity nationwide. What that means for you, faster connections and not gobbling up all of your data because you're going to be connected to the Wi-Fi. Xfinity Wi-Fi delivers the fastest hotspots in places when you need them the most, and you can get it for as low as $19.99 a month for 12 months. All you got to do is just call up 1-800-XFINITY or go online to xfinity.com, and you get locked into not only the Wi-Fi hotspots, but also to the fastest in-home Wi-Fi for all your devices, all your rooms, and all the time. The DVR is absolutely amazing, so it's the best in Wi-Fi and entertainment, but you got to jump on it because the offer ends 8/20/2017. Requires EcoBill paperless billing, auto-pay enrollment, and 1-year term agreement. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas.
Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Now through the end of July, Third Federal is taking 0.25% off of all purchase mortgage rates. So I'm here with a few potential home buyers to answer their questions.
0.25% off? That's great. But what if I haven't found a house?
No worries. Get a free pre-approval and we'll hold your rate while you're looking for a house.
Impressive. But what if I haven't sold my home yet?
No problem. Third Federal's one-of-a-kind bridge loan helps you buy before you sell.
Great. But what if my wife doesn't want to move?
I can't help you there. But folks, 0.25% off is too good to pass up. And don't forget, our associates are not on commission. So if you're thinking about buying a home, call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, get 3.69%, APR 3.77% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. That's 0.25% off our already guaranteed lowest rates. Apply online, visit a branch, or call 1-800-3rd-FED. APR reflects 50% down and is for a $165,000 loan. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. See conditions for guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Learn more about tuition-free online public schools with K-12. Visit k12.com/Florida. That's k12.com/Florida.
For responsive legal help, call Anna Jar Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Log on to offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. dirt of the day.
So Ed Sheeran made his debut on Game of Thrones last night, that little cameo. Are people saying it was awesome or awful? We'll give you the reviews coming up in your Dirt of the Day.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Gotta say, I'm a big fan of this game. Think fast. Now, Virginia is out today. She'll be back tomorrow. She went to Buffalo with her husband for an Italian festival. So that means not only are we going to be a tag team in the dirt here today, Jay-Bird, but we got to think fast as well without Virginia.
She's gone because she's going to an Italian festival? Boy,
Yeah.
must be tough.
I know, right?
Really?
Yeah, that was her thing over the weekend. Her husband was doing some filming work for it, so she went up there. He's from there, so they saw family and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So normally she sits in here for Think Fast, but I love this. We got somebody who's just as quick.
I think equally as fast as Virginia.
Yeah, you're known for your speed.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Here's the name of the game. I'm going to throw something out here. Suits is going to help me judge this. Not only do you have to be in first, but it's also got to be on message.
All right.
Got ya.
So if you say something's completely out of the topic, then it's not going to count. Okay, so we're going to judge this here. You don't have to say your name. You just go with the answer.
Got ya.
Okay?
Going down, Denny's.
All right, you got that dump button ready just in case?
I know. That's the only thing about this game, because sometimes swear words do sneak out.
Well, let's hope not. And I do have the dump button.
Yeah, but is it working?
Well, we're going to find out maybe. Okay, here we go. Name a state.
Okay. Sorry, you didn't say. You have to say it with a letter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I get excited about this.
I hear you. Let me finish this. Yeah, but the last thing you're going to hear is I'm going to throw a letter at you. That's when you answer when you hear the letter.
You paused real long there.
Oh, you're right. My fault. Name a state starting with the letter M.
Maine!
Jay-Bird.
I don't think I actually said it either.
You said
I think that's Montana you're trying to say?
Okay, here we go. Next one. Think fast. Name something you would see at a concert with the letter T.
Trucks.
What?
Trucks? Toes?
I said toes.
Toes? Trucks? I think it was the same time. Do we give that to Denny's?
Yeah.
Or do we just say nobody got a point on that one? Suits is saying nobody got a point on that one.
There's plenty of trucks
You
at
need
a
to knock
concert.
down Suits a peg or two. He's a man with power.
You know what? I think
there.
I'm going to give that to Denny's. Because, yeah, you're right. I went to a concert on Saturday and there are plenty of trucks there.
Oh, there was no toes there?
You don't think toes at a concert. You
Nah.
can think trucks, especially if it's a country show.
I don't think toes at all.
All right, Denny's.
All right, here we go. Next up. Think fast. It's tied one apiece. Name something you would find in a garage starting with the letter C.
Corkscrew or car. A car.
Oh, Denny's! Car. Corkscrew.
You gotta be fast, baby.
Corkscrew.
You're so quick.
Okay, here we go. Next up. Name a clothing brand starting with the letter T.
Tanica?
Taylor.
Tommy Bahama.
Tommy. Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Jeez.
There's a lot of
so hard.
Something you're playing tug of war.
What's the Taylor? Isn't there a Taylor Dane or Taylor?
There's a Taylor Dane. It's a singer.
A Taylor.
Swift?
Lord and Taylor?
Lord and Taylor.
That's a clothing. That's a store. That's where you go buy stuff. Lord and Taylor.
It wouldn't count.
No, it wouldn't count. Tommy Bahama was good. You got that. Tom Ford could have worked out.
Tom Ford. Was that rich people clothes? Tom
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I knew I didn't know that one.
Sounds like a president.
Denny's is up 3-1.
All right, let's go.
If he gets this, it's over.
If I get it, can we still go on?
Yep.
All right.
Next one. Name a type of cheese starting with the letter B.
Brie!
Oh my gosh.
You're so fast.
Dang.
Bree.
All right. Jaybird, you must get this one. Again,
right,
you're
all
faced with elimination if you do not get this one right. 3-2. Denny's has got the lead. Name a chocolate bar with the letter T.
Take 5.
No!
Oh, it is over.
How you keep going with T?
Oh, yeah. Toblerone, yeah.
Toblerone.
Oh, yeah. There's several there, Jaybird. Producer Denny's is the winner today.
Every letter was T.
Well, then maybe you need to study the letter T. Denny's takes the win. Who won between you and Virginia?
Not me.
Okay.
Wait, I can't remember.
Who won last week? Was it Virginia or was it Jaybird? Because we got a championship coming up next week.
We got to start keeping stats on all of our competitions.
I know. We've said that for the last 15 years. It's a great idea.
I'll look up.
It's not a new thought, but it's a great idea.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Ed Sheeran, what are people saying about his cameo last night? Love it or hate it? Give you the review on that. He was on Game of Thrones.
You need any help with the dirt? Because I'm locked and loaded, ready to go.
You are. Jump into the pop star. They got Pop for a Dewey in Georgia.
Well, Kev, he was pulled over Saturday, and we're talking about Aaron Carter, arrested in Georgia on DUI, refusal, and possession of marijuana. Now, his girlfriend, Madison Parker, she was in the car as well. She was arrested, too. I'm not sure why. Maybe because she had pot with her as well.
Uh-huh.
Aaron Carter claims cops targeted him at an AutoZone Saturday because he's famous, and that's why he was busted with the DUI. As for the weed charge, Aaron has a medical marijuana license since he suffers from anxiety.
Mm-hmm. The best part, though, is Aaron Carter just last Monday talking smack about Shia LaBeouf. Here's what he had to say about his drunk and disorderly.
Shia LaBeouf, man. I can't tell if he's out of his gourd or a genius. So I do not agree with that.
Okay.
You won't catch me getting any DUIs. I don't have any DUIs.
No, well, you do now.
He kind of has punk voice.
He does.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, it
Shia
kind of fits,
LaBeouf,
though.
man.
Shia LaBeouf's lawyer insisted, though, that Shia is not an alcoholic because he doesn't need to drink. He said the problem is that once he does start drinking, though, he just can't stop till he's out of control. But isn't that kind of maybe a drinking problem?
It's a bit of a problem.
Somebody who doesn't have a drinking problem? Charlie Sheen. Apparently, he's stopped drinking. He became a vegan, and he's got this whole holistic lifestyle. So he's no longer even doing the sippy.
I thought that was a report that said he was already stopped drinking a while ago.
I think it was drugs. He
Drugs?
definitely stopped. Maybe this is just now the drinking. I don't know. It might be a new one. I'm not really sure on that one. Let me see other stuff that you got going on here. Got some news about Disney. The chairman of Disney announced that they're going to be doing a Star Wars themed resort at Walt Disney World. So people are going crazy about this. It's going to be like a hotel, park, all kinds of stuff.
So, for what I was understanding from reading, the main attraction is going to be you in the Millennium Falcon, and doing a bunch of cool stuff with that thing.
You get to kind of like pilot it.
Yeah,
the hotel itself kind of like looks like you're on a spaceship. Pretty awesome. And they're even going to be redoing some stuff at Epcot. So
if they stepped it up, when you get room service, they should have Chewbacca deliver it to you.
They probably will. That's the way Disney rolls. If you love Star Wars, it's going to be something great. Disney also announced at the D23 Expo in Anaheim that Will Smith has been officially cast to play the genie in Guy Ritchie's upcoming live-action remake of Aladdin. So he's going to be in that and playing that role. Weekend box office has got War for the Planet of the Apes #1, knocking out Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming brought in $208 million total, though, in the last couple of weeks. It was down to $45.2 million this week. Despicable Me at #3, Baby Driver 4, The Big Sick #5, and last night on TV, you had Ed Sheeran making his cameo on Game of Thrones.
For she was a secret treasure. She was his shame and his bliss. And a chain and a keep are nothing compared to a woman's kiss. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm.
Sounds like you'd get murdered to that song. People singing like that as they're walking you to your
Kind of creepy, yeah.
your demise.
You're walking to the gallows. A lot of people are criticizing Game of Thrones, saying it was awful and not even attempting to conceal his identity and trying to politicize and take advantage of just the fact that you just plunked in Ed Sheeran in a part that really doesn't make a lot of sense. Some of the tweets, Game of Thrones, we're a prestige show. Please take us seriously, Game of Thrones. Here's Arya eating a squirrel next to Ed Sheeran.
So people aren't liking. They're jumping the shark with old Ed.
Some people are saying that, okay, it's getting silly. This is apparently you should have disguised a little bit more. And it was like, okay.
Have him be one of those walkers.
Yeah. Somebody said if Arya doesn't burn Ed Sheeran, he'll come back as a White Walker. So there you go. Yeah, so some people were panning it last night. So there you go. Some of the stuff going on. And that is your Dirt of the Day being brought to you by the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest coming up this Saturday. Very excited to get this thing going on. The best breweries in South Florida are going to be there. You can check that out. And you can get your tickets right now, palmbeachsummerbeerfest.com to check it all out. Got some text messages, too, about our hookup or hang-up. Just a little bit ago, we heard about Guy and Cassie. They had their date. Daytime beach little thing. Had a little bit of tequila, had a good time, but apparently Guy got a little handsy. Cassie was like, I liked him, he just needs to bring it down a notch.
What are people saying?
Some of the comments is, sounds like he picked a beach day just to see her in a bikini. Sure, that probably was part of the strategy. He said, his voice is so sexy, but it's almost creepy. I don't know, I'm kind of torn.
Yeah, the creepy and the...
Somebody else said it was the tequila butt ... He drove her home.
Well, we don't know that. It could have been an Uber.
Let's hope it was. And somebody just texted in sleazeball. So kind of a mixed bag there on what people thought about Guy. Sexy voice, too sleazy. I don't know. We'll see what they get. Coming up here in just a couple minutes on the KVJ show. Got one of our listeners from outside of South Florida who apparently lost her job in a very embarrassing fashion. But her husband doesn't know the truth as to why she actually lost her job. Should she tell him or not? We'll hear the true reason why she lost her gig coming up next.
I don't like my mind right now. Stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down. I want to let go, but there's comfort in the panic. And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Yeah, I drive myself crazy, 'cause I can't escape the gravity. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on to so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on.
Why is everything so heavy? You say that I'm paranoid, but I'm pretty sure the world is out to get me. It's not like I made the choice to let my mind stay so messy. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on. Just so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy?
I know I'm not the center of the universe. You keep spinning around me just the same.
I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same.
And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on. So much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on. Why is everything so
Okay, do you need to tell your spouse absolutely everything? What if you lose your gig in an embarrassing fashion? We got Jasmine on here. She's calling in from Orlando area. Hello, Jasmine.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So I guess you lost your gig. What was it, on Friday?
Yeah, I got fired Friday for misconduct in the workplace.
Okay. And misconduct, that sounds like kind of like one of those broad-reaching type things that it really could be about anything.
What happened?
It was pretty specific.
Were you pretty solid in your job before this? Was everything good? There were like no problems? You didn't have a lot of stuff in your personal file?
Yeah, I'm really good at my job, and there's plenty of downtime. I get bored. It was a mistake.
Okay.
I downloaded an app.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you've heard of this, or at least the ladies have. It's like a vibrating app, and you can dual use it as an adult toy.
Whoa.
And so I did, but I did it at work.
Where?
And in my office. I have my own office. The door closes, and if you come by the window, you can't really see anything that's going on at the table.
Well, I'm
But-
guessing by your feverish typing over there, Jaybird, you're looking for this app?
I am, and I
Okay.
have I found it.
You did?
I mean, there's all kinds, and usually the number. Well, I'm not going to tell you which one is the best one because either way, it'll get you stuck.
If you Google it, there's a lot of information.
Now,
There is.
okay, my curiosity here is, how did management find out that you were doing this?
I don't really know. They said that they have a video, which is like the most horrible thing you've ever heard. Because before I know it, I mean that's like softcore level.
Okay,
but I don't believe them because there's no cameras in my office. I've been working there for 2 years.
Huh.
I think that my coworker ratted me out.
Oh, wow.
We had like a falling out, and she knows what I do when I get bored. Because we're like chatting on Facebook, and I'll joke about it. But I think when we had a falling out, she just wants to get me fired, and now I am.
Wow.
You told her you do this?
Well, I mean, yeah, we're best friends. We were best friends.
How
big deal. I
how
mean,
many times?
I'm an adult. I'm a single adult at my older 20s.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the stats here lately about how many people do this kind of stuff at work, and it is a lot more than you would think. But guys, I could see getting caught doing this and necessarily getting fired. But considering what's happening here, this seems like it would be hard to really prove what was going on.
My question is this going on in the workplace a lot? Is this a common thing? How many times have you done this at work, you would say? In the history of your career, how many times are you getting very intimate with yourself?
I would probably say over 100.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, all right.
But that's not even that much. If I've been working for a decade in different places, 100 is like, that means I'm really holding back. There are men that do it every day. And I think women, if we didn't have such a mental brainwashing to be ashamed of ourselves, we would do it too. Maybe there should be a break for this.
But you can't do it at work, though. I mean, if you get caught, they're going to fire you.
Mike, wow. I mean, there's a lot of thoughts coming to my mind right now. But Jasmine, my question here, is it possible that there was something else that you were fired for, or you know specifically that it was this app and the pleasuring nature of what you were doing that got you canned?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that there are people who have offices next to me, and maybe in the heat of the moment, I didn't know, like, maybe I was loud or something.
Jeez.
Well, you gotta clean up your game. I'm not trying to come down on you here, but
hello.
I mean, you gotta keep it together in there.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy. It's only crazy if you look at it that way.
Okay. So I guess ultimately your question is do you say something to your husband and tell him the truth, or you just say, maybe I was just laid off or something along those lines?
Well, it's going to be terrible. I'm Iranian, so like this is unheard of.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't live here locally, then, is what you're telling us? Your husband's not going to hear this?
No, he might hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, I live in Orlando.
Yeah.
But he's at work, so I don't think he'll be listening.
Unless he's listening, on the podcast, I think you're fine. To me, if I were a husband and my wife came home and told me that, I'm not upset. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of amazed. I'm kind of turned on. I'm like, all right, it's kind of awesome.
The queen comes to you and says she's been fired for doing that. You're not upset. I mean, with your situation, you always say how you don't really get any action anyway, and then she's doing that at work, and then she gets fired for that. You're not weirded out by that. You're not thinking, well, why is she doing that at work?
Yeah, in my situation, I'd be going, why do you do it at work? And like, yeah, we can't ever do anything at home.
If you did that at work, I think she would be if you got caught and fired for doing that, she would be so mad at you.
Is this a double standard? Because I feel like it's a lot worse if guys do it at work than if a woman does it. Is this an unfair double standard that I got in my mind? Is it because there's some prejudice that I have? Or is it not worse when guys do it than when women do it? I can't imagine that a woman would get fired for this. I'm kind of blown away. In fact, I think it's got to be something else.
Someone's texting in saying that they think that, I mean, what are you, an animal? You can't keep it together for 8 hours at work, and you're not able to hold off on your urges.
But people get bored, and I mean, I'll have to try to pull that up. How many people? I can't remember what the percentage is, but it's a good amount of people that are doing that.
And it's easy to conceal because I'm looking at this thing. There's so many apps that do this, but it would have to be pretty darn powerful, I'd imagine.
Okay. I don't know. Has anybody ever had an issue with this? Have you had this happen? Yeah, somebody said this girl is desperate. She couldn't wait to get home. She doesn't represent the majority of working women. She deserves to be fired. Has anyone else been fired for this?
She said over 100 times. This sounds like more of a...
Okay.
Of her own.
All right. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. What are the odds our ladies doing this frequently? Have you ever gotten in trouble for it?
Do you tell your partner?
Yeah. How do you feel about the Jasmine story? You can let us know here on the KVJ Show.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. There's nothing cooler than a new car, truck, or SUV from Schumacher. Over 3,000 new, hundreds of pre-owned, West Palm, North Palm, and Delray Beach. Come join the family. Well, we're still dealing with that road closure in West Palm Beach. Broadway northbound shut down between 45th Street and 41st Street. Plus a disabled vehicle in Boca Raton. That's I-95 northbound before Yamato Road. Stop and go traffic to Palmetto Park in that situation. And an accident blocking the on-ramp in Palm Beach Gardens to the Florida Turnpike southbound. That's from PGA Boulevard. You'll also experience a little bit of slow traffic as you head from Boynton to Delray this morning on I-95 southbound after a couple of earlier accidents. Delays there from Atlantic Avenue to Hypoluxo Road. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 97.9 WRMF.
For a limited time only, get a free air conditioning or plumbing service call when you turn to the experts at Lindstrom Air. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys. There's refreshing fun for everyone at Aquatica, SeaWorld's water park. Plunge down Orlando's steepest drop tower, Ehu's Breakaway Falls, or relax on our white sand beach. Right now, get Aquatica's Play and Dine ticket for only $67. That's park admission, meals, and a refillable souvenir cup. Perfect for an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Get all that for just $67. For details, visit aquaticaorlando.com. Advance purchase only. Offer expires August 20th, 2017.
When I say sub of, you say the day. Sub of. The day. Sub of. The day. For just $3.50.
Every day is a great day to visit Subway restaurants for the $3.50 sub of the day. Enjoy a different flavor-packed 6-inch sub every day, like the turkey breast on Wednesday or the Italian BMT on Thursday. Each sub has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. Enjoy Subway's $3.50 6-inch sub of the day today.
What else does this thing do? Okay, turning it off.
At participating Subway restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
You know, when I moved 2 years ago now, wow, it feels like it was just last month, but 2 years has flown by. The best thing about my move was my moving company, Greek Moving and Storage. They were amazing. I was pregnant, so I wasn't lifting a thing, and that's how it is for everybody, pregnant or not. They will full service move you. You don't even have to pack. They'll come into your home, they'll pack your stuff, they'll take your pictures off the wall, they'll pack your kitchen, your bathroom, they'll move it, and then they'll unpack it at the new place and take all the boxes with them. Greek Moving and Storage, they're the superheroes of moving. They do it right. They're the official mover of the Miami Marlins, and they're going to put cash in your pocket when you tell your friends to move with Greek. Yeah, it's called Greek Rewards. Pick up your mobile phone right now and press ** Greek. That's ** Greek. Find out all the details. GreekMoving.com. They are the best around. ** Greek on your mobile phone and get ready for your best move ever.
Have you been trying to get pregnant without success? If so, you're not alone. Approximately 1 in 8 couples have difficulty getting pregnant. It may be time to see one of the fertility specialists at IVF Florida Reproductive Associates. As a woman ages beyond 35, her chances of getting pregnant starts to decline rapidly, so time is of the essence. Call 877-553-0040 today to schedule your consultation with one of the IVF Florida fertility experts or visit IVFFlorida.com. IVF Florida is proud to announce 2 new locations in Boca Raton and in Coral Gables, now providing even more convenience to access fertility treatments throughout South Florida. IVF Florida physicians, consistently recognized as top doctors and named to the U.S. News and World Report list of top U.S. reproductive endocrinologists, have been helping couples realize their dream of parenthood since 1986. IVF Florida provides comprehensive and personalized fertility services along with exclusive finance options. Call 877-553-0040 or log on to IVFFlorida.com.
Summer beach days and late night swims, barbecues, and razor bumps? Seriously? If you're still messing around with razors and wax, it's time to stop. Go see the pros at Body Detail's True Laser Hair and Tattoo Removal. Right now, you can save up to 60% off laser hair removal at Body Details, and you can schedule your treatments whenever and wherever works best for you. All of their amazing South Florida locations offer night and weekend hours. Plus, Body Details is the only company with a completely free lifetime guarantee. Visit bodydetails.com and schedule your free consultation today.
Sponsored by Hilton Orlando Bonnet Creek. Right now featuring Summer Blast, where your family can have an all-out blast with non-stop activities like the Magic Mermaid Academy, plus kids meal deals and free transportation to Disney. Visit HiltonBonnetCreek.com/summer.
Hey, it happens. You find yourself getting banged up a little bit. Maybe you're just not feeling well. You don't want to go all the way to the emergency room. So what do? Well, Jupiter Medical Center is opening up a lot of great little urgent clinics for you to go and check out. Real convenient to you. In fact, they just opened up a new one right there on PGA Boulevard, right across from the Guards Mall. Any kind of minor emergency, an illness, flu shot, they can take care of all that kind of stuff, even some physical therapy. And they made it really convenient to get urgent care now with the new center on PGA, plus their other locations, one on Indiantown Road, one in the Abaco Shopping Plaza off of Donald Ross. If you just need that urgent care, Jupiter Medical Center has got you covered. And they've also got some baseball tickets for you. Jupiter Hammerheads taking on the Lakeland Flying Tigers, Roger Dean Stadium, July 29th. Go pick them up. You can check out one of the great locations to do it and find them all online at JupiterMedUrgentCare.com. That's JupiterMedUrgentCare.com.
Car wreck? Gordon and Donner, 333-3333.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Staples.
I'm meteorologist Chris Farrell for CBS 12 News on this Monday morning, tracking just a few very isolated morning showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies to start our Monday. I'll reach a high temperature near 90 with sunny to partly cloudy skies through the morning. But this afternoon, storms are likely. A 60% chance of locally heavy, strong, numerous afternoon storms. They'll end by early evening, a low of 77.
Staples has low prices on everything your kids need to head back to school with confidence. Get everything they need for less at Staples. And right now, composition books and 2-pocket polyfolders are just 50 cents while supplies last. Limit 30 in store, 10 online, ends 9/2. Staples, it's pro time.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
Coming up on Friday, excited, we're going to be hanging out in Boca Raton. Blue Martini is the spot right there at the Boca Town Center starting at 7 o'clock. The entire KVJ Show is going to be there. Kevin, Virginia, Jaybird, producer Denny's in suits. All going to be hanging out with you. So come and join us starting at 7 o'clock for cocktails and a little karaoke. We're going to do some sing-alongs, just have a complete, total blast. And a little warm-up for the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest, too. So see you on Friday.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Okay, the stat says 39% of people at work are pleasuring themselves. That is according to a survey from Time Out New York. Came out earlier this year. Talking to Jasmine, she says that she's one of those people. In fact, even got busted and lost her gig. Co-conspired by somebody that apparently she had a falling out with at work.
You believe that story?
I don't know. There's a lot of issues that I have with it.
I'm not sure I'm buying. I don't know what's going on today, man. I'm not buying anyone's story.
I know.
I don't know if it's Denny's.
I think I want to try to get on the radio Monday. But I am just kind of curious with that stat, and is that stat real? Because that's a big number. That's almost 40%, which is a lot bigger than you might think.
I think it depends on the job, and I think you're right. If it's guys, you're a pig. You're an animal. If it's a chick, Oh.
Did that app that she talked about, does that really exist?
That does exist. I just didn't believe her story. Since she said, I just don't believe her.
Somebody said, listen, I've never been fired for it, but have done it especially while being single. Somebody text that in. So people are doing it at work.
Oh, I know people do it, but is it as prevalent as what you're saying, 40%?
Yeah, that's according to, like I said, Time Out New York. Put that stat out earlier this year. Somebody texted in and said, maybe the difference is I'm thinking men go to the bathroom to do it, so it's way more...
The public bathroom?
Yeah, private than a woman who's doing it in her office or in her cubicle.
Well, I think with that app she was talking about, looking into it, it's easy to hide and conceal. You really basically just drop and go.
Yeah, that's why I can't imagine how you would ever get fired for something like that.
It's different for guys. Guys got a lot more
That was
external.
the biggest part I didn't believe of it. I'm like, well, how are you going to get busted in the first place? Somebody texted in from the 954, said probably half of the women that I work with tickle the bean at work.
What? But what do they do for a living? I think you need to know the job as well.
I would think that it's
customer service stuff when you're like sitting at a cubicle.
I think it's probably a lot of like boring kind of like desk work stuff that you're just after a while you're like, okay, I just I'm kind of bored. I need something to go on. Interesting. So yeah, apparently people are doing it, and somebody says it should be 50%, not 40%.
Nah, that's. I think they're giving us fake numbers.
I don't know, buy it or
that
not.
would mean every girl you walk by in this hallway
If you
here
went-
at work,
if that's that, well, I mean, even
half of them
even
are doing it.
Even the stat 40%.
Would be it's basically 50%. That means by almost every girl you're walking by, half of them are doing this at work. There's no way that stat's real.
Okay, that one's
Do
from
I
Time
want it
Out
to
New
be
York.
real? Yeah.
I hear you. Some people are verifying it, but I don't know how you get busted. That on top of it, I'm like, well, how would you ever know? That part I don't believe. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, this is a great Reddit thread. Things I regret learning. And honestly, I got to tell you, I was having this conversation with somebody just about a week ago, and because of this job, I'm reading everything. It's turned me into like a germaphobe. I never used to be this way. I live in fear of life now.
You taught me a lot of things on this show that really have stuck with me. For example, poop ice.
I know, right? Probably number one.
You have ruined ice for me at gas stations and at fast food.
Ruined it for me, too?
Every time I get a drink now, I always get it with no ice.
Did we ruin something for you here on the show, or is there something that you regretted learning? Just be like, you know what? Honestly, ignorance is bliss. You can let us know. Call or text 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch of your skin is a holy grail I've gotta find. Only you can set my heart on fire, on fire. Yeah, I'll let you set the pace, 'cause I'm not thinking straight. My head's spinning around, I can't see clear no more. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do, love me like you do, like you do. Love me like you do, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do, love me like you do, like you do. Love me like you do, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for?
I think it's a solid question. Do you even want to know? Do you even want to know? I don't know. Honestly, right now, my answer is no. I just don't even want to know. I see all these things and all these health and lifestyle stats, especially about cleanliness and germs and things like that. I got to say, today, I wish I'd never read one of them. I wish I'd never seen them. We get this kind of stuff, and I'm just reading all the time for the show. And over the course, I'd say, of the last 10 years, I had become a germaphobe. And just how bad I become, I was to the point, I was one of those guys, like, just nonchalantly sometimes, if I wash my hands, I'd be going, yeah, I'd forget it. I'd be going, oh, it's not a big deal. You know, because it's adding antibodies to my system that's making, you know, my immune system stronger. That was my argument. Used to have that about 15 years ago. Right now, I could not even fathom. I would lose my mind if I left the bathroom without washing my hands. It's completely turned the tide on me. I'm a much different person. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff that, honestly, I just maybe wish I didn't know. Somebody's saying that there's actually a show, too, that is called Adam Ruins Everything.
That's kind of like Kevin Ruins Everything.
It is. I know.
You've been doing this for a while.
I agree. I know. Somebody's like, well, thanks. I just heard the poop ice stat. Never heard that. Thanks.
You've ruined a few other things for me that were really just awful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what there was some other ones. You used to freak us out a lot. You'd always tell us about.
Because I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind when I saw it. I'm like going, you'll never guess what I just read. And it was horrifying, and I felt like I needed to share it. Now I don't know if I should, looking back. I don't know if I should share any of these stats.
Some of the stuff about outer space and black holes and what it could happen at any minute, that stuff freaks me out.
See, I don't know what's fascinating and what's like stuff that people need to know. You know, I mean, I've shared so much, especially about germs. I'm like, am I doing people a favor, or am I just freaking people out unnecessarily?
That was the other thing. You talked about those solar flares that could come at any point and just burn us all.
Sometimes, yeah, maybe you just don't need to know.
Here and boom, solar flare.
Maybe you just don't even know. Somebody recommended this for me, too. There's a documentary on Netflix called What the Health, and it says basically everything that you eat is bad for you. I turned vegan after watching it.
But that's just it, man. Everything that we eat, everything I talk about, Virginia's always like, no, it's got preservatives and sodium in it.
Yeah.
Even when I try to be healthy, it's frozen food stuff. It's got all that crap in it. So you might as well just eat a pizza, man.
I got to tell you, probably my diet is I eat probably about 1/10 of what I used to. There's so many things that are off of it. It's hard, and I'm not even a vegan to go anywhere and find anything to eat.
When I did that vegan challenge, it was pretty darn difficult. For a month, you have to. There's so much stuff that has animal or hair in it.
Yeah. So what is something? It was a Reddit thread. Something that you are sorry that you learned it. Somebody said childbirth, pooing when you give birth. Always heard about it. Didn't really know if it was true. Then I watched my sister give birth. Oh yeah, true.
I heard that not every girl poops during that. I heard that's a rumor.
I think it's common. I wouldn't say that it's everyone. I don't know. I've only seen C-sections.
I mean, I'm imagining it happens every time. You're pushing out the baby.
Yeah.
Of course there's going to be some other stuff going on.
Things I regret learning, some of the things that were on the thread. There is such a disturbing video, and YouTube's done it too. Somebody put that you can disembowel yourself lifting weights that are too heavy.
Is that true?
Yes.
I've seen it.
I've seen the video. This guy, honestly, it looked like he... You ever seen like those Chinese handcuffs when you put them on your finger and you like whip them out like that and it goes like that?
I can't talk about this anymore. Oh my gosh.
They used to call that guy Junk Trunk. There was a video going around.
Junk Trunk?
It's awful. The video is...
Oh my
it'll
God.
change your life.
Do you die?
It'll change your life.
Do you die if that happens?
Good question.
I don't think so. I think maybe you just go whoop and you push it back in.
Awful.
Somebody else on the thread said a large percent, if not the majority of the population, have mites that live in their eyebrow hair follicles, and at nighttime they come out and lay eggs on your forehead.
I wish I never learned about dust mites and bed bugs. Those are gross.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Somebody texted in and said something about STDs and how there can be in your body. You don't even know it for years and years, and they're lying dormant, just waiting to explode.
That's if you've done something to get them, though, right?
Well, for example, what they're saying is if you had sex with someone 5 years ago, there is something that could possibly be laying dormant in your system that you don't know about, that's just kind of just chilling back there, and then all of a sudden, boom, it comes out.
Oh, wow.
That's what they're texting.
Are they talking about like HPV?
I don't know. They're just saying STDs in general. Some, I'm imagining there are some.
Because that one will hide out.
Somebody said you can get bed bugs from a movie theater seat. So are you better off knowing that, or is it going to like forever freak you out? A lot of the stuff for me that is so bad is hotels now. I have a hard time going into a hotel, and they have even done stats about even the nice ones, like never drink out of the glasses unless they have plastic on them. There's so much stuff that you got to watch out for. The remote controls.
To go back,
don't watch the TV.
To go back on the movie theater thing, someone that I know that worked at a movie theater, they said there's some other stuff you got to worry about that gets all over everywhere too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gosh. Yep. Just
people are doing that everywhere, I guess.
Just got to be careful because it's in the dark and they can't clean it, and you have no idea.
So are you better off knowing these things? Are you?
I don't know. I don't go to the movies anymore, so probably.
I think there's just been too much information here lately. It's stuff that I'm like, I don't think I'm better off knowing that. In fact, I know I'm not, because I'm this mess of a man now, and everything freaks me out.
The one we always talk about too are your hotel and motel sheets. They are not as clean as you.
Yeah.
Even if you're staying at a 5-star hotel, there's a chance your sheets are dirty.
It's that one special where they walk in and they flick on the blue light.
Yep.
Or the black light, whatever you call it, and it's like you just see, you're like, oh my gosh.
So if you have a person that stays in a hotel room and they do, like, for example, there's some times I go to a hotel room and I sleep on the floor, and I just lay in the bed for a little bit, but then I'll sleep on the floor. My bed's not that messy. Sometimes they come in there and just make the bed real quick if the bed's not overly messy?
You don't know. And, I think a lot of times it depends upon who is cleaning it. But, I mean, they don't have the time because they have so many rooms to really do that thorough. Like, you ever walk into a room and it just smells so clean. They've used Clorox and all this kind of stuff, and it's crazy clean. I mean, a lot of times they have to turn over the room as quickly as possible, so things are missed. And sometimes, too, they just don't even care. That's what they had said, that you'd be amazed, especially like the reason why you don't drink out of those glasses unless it has plastic over it, is they'll use like the same thing. They'll wipe down the toilet, then they'll wipe down the glasses.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then they'll just put that little like that paper thing over it to make it look like it's...
Oh, let's add that to the list.
I told you all about the...
See, do you regret knowing that now?
Yeah. Okay.
See, you regret knowing it.
Do you regret knowing this, or are you glad that I'm giving you this information? I was at a restaurant, and I've told this story before, but the kid was all coughing and sneezing, and the parents aren't really watching it. The kid takes the ketchup bottle and puts it over his mouth, is chugging ketchup out of the bottle, and then puts it back on the table. And that's just what I saw. Imagine the stuff you don't see, condiments at tables.
Oh, you're right. They're just... Free reign.
How do you know you're not, using ketchup from somebody that wanted to be all evil and spit in it?
Well, that's the other thing, too. Yeah, they say a lot of times those ketchup bottles, get the packets, because sometimes, too, it just sits there on the table because they keep just refilling it.
Adding to it.
So you'll have ketchup down there that could be really old, and it'll get mold in it.
So you open up the cap, and it's got that crust on it.
No.
Dang, that's horrible.
We're ruining things for people,
we're ruining things for ourselves.
I know.
Yeah. All right, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. You can sound off. Call or text the KVJ Show.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Ow! Imagine this. You're on an American Airlines flight, and somebody has horrific gas. And I mean, you've probably been on a flight before and somebody had, gas or intestinal issues, and you know who it was. But they say it was so bad that people were getting nauseous and headaches. And they actually had to ground the flight because it was so bad.
I can see that happening. Someone that's got a terrible, terrible just smell that comes out, that would knock people... That knock them down a peg.
Grounded the flight? And were they able to finger the person that was doing it?
Well, I just know what it was like in the elevator with your wife with that one fart. That was one woman, one fart.
Emily sent in this email just to kind of like verify this thing happens. She said a friend of mine was coming out to Colorado from Georgia to stay with us, and the night before his flight, he went out and tore it up. And on the flight, he was hungry and sick. He said he was lighting it up, and he didn't want to, but he couldn't help it. And this old lady next to him looks him dead in the eye and says, "Excuse me, but can you please stop? This is a small plane and a long flight, and I don't want to have to smell you bleeping your pants for the next 3 hours.
But can you tell someone not to fart? What I mean, can you control it always?
No, I mean, sometimes, honestly, you're sitting there and it's painful. And you're like, I don't know. I mean, you got a 3-hour flight and it's pain. I don't know what. It's tough for you, too. He apologized and told her that he wasn't feeling well. She rolled her eyes and said, obviously. He said he tried his best to get it under control, but he couldn't stop it from happening. She finally called a flight attendant and asked to be moved. Luckily for her, there was an open seat elsewhere. He said it was mortifying, but it's still one of the best farty flight stories I've ever heard.
I mean, that's a man who couldn't control it. Not everyone's got good control.
No, not everybody does. A woman in England went to the eye doctor with dry eyes last year. Turned out she had 27 lost contact lenses stuck in her eye socket. 27. Apparently, when the doctor removed them, she's like, oh, okay, that feels a lot better, thanks. 27. She just kept putting them in and not taking them out?
There's something more to that story.
I don't know. That's what they say. A guy from Ohio posted a photo on Twitter earlier this month of the pizza that his mom ordered from Domino's. Apparently, she used that handy little app, but she is, one of those people that's a little bit older and confused by technology. So she somehow forgot to order sauce and cheese. So Domino's just delivered her baked dough with pepperoni on top.
Come on, Domino. I think you call just to check.
Like, hey, did you really only want bread with pepperonis?
What a sad pizza.
Yeah, you can see it on our Twitter at KVJ Show. We got it posted up. There was a guy who tried to rob a bank in Iowa last Wednesday morning, but apparently it wasn't open yet. So he tried another bank, but it also wasn't open. So he gave up, and now the cops are trying to track him down from the video they saw. Cops in Leesburg, Florida just released surveillance video from a camera in the back of a cruiser from last Tuesday. Apparently, they busted a guy for road rage, and once he was handcuffed, he put his gum on the lens of the camera in the back and then tried to chew through the wires of the camera.
Okay, that's a different way of going about it.
He could be going through something. And finally today, an Oregon woman was arrested for towing her 2 children behind her vehicle in a little red wagon. Motorist said the woman was driving slow and then waved them, hey, just go around me, just go around me. She went in circles in a roundabout. When the officers arrived, the mother told them she just wanted to show her kids a good time, didn't see what the problem was.
Was she in a red little wagon, you said?
It was a little red wagon that she had the kids. It was tied to the bumper, and the kids were riding in it behind her car. I mean, you don't see the problem in it?
I see some problems, but if it's in the side street and you're going 5 miles an hour.
Okay.
These do crazy things like that, right? When you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do a lot crazier stuff, but I mean, honestly,
I'm not recommending anyone doing that.
I mean, the little red wagon could easily tip over. You wouldn't know. You could drag your kids behind you. There's,
You're right. I don't have kids. What am I talking about?
Doesn't seem like the safest of things. We've got Sonia on here from West Palm Beach, talking about things you wish you didn't know, including stuff about hotels. Now, my question, Sonia, is ignorance bliss? Is it better to not know some of these things, or do you want to know exactly how many germs could be lurking for you in a hotel room?
I think in some cases it's best not to know, like the poop ice. I can't get that out of my head. I wish I would have never known that. But
I'm so sorry.
When it comes to the hotels, like I was saying, my friends think I'm crazy whenever we go and we share hotel rooms because I bring my own linen.
Yeah.
And I don't remake the bed. I just put it on top of the bed. I also bring Lysol and bleach and shower shoes and everything. They think I'm insane. And just recently, I took my daughter to Disney, and I almost killed her because of all the fumes. I had to tell her to run outside. But I'm just really, I can't do the germs in the hotel. I just think about how many people come in there and ugh.
And think about people in hotel rooms.
Absolutely.
They're doing weird stuff in there.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, you think about that because people are on vacation. They're going to unwind. They're going to do some really crazy stuff, and they know it's not their own property, so they don't care.
No, they're not going to clean up.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a great idea. Honestly, pack Lysol, go through it, spray everything down, especially the remote control, anything on the sinks.
You know what? After learning all this
countertops.
stuff, I wish I had ignorance instead of. I mean, I have ignorance, but I wish I had more of it with all of this stuff. I don't want to know. I wish you never would have told me about poop ice.
It's almost a case by case basis. I think almost with the poop ice, that's one thing you shouldn't know.
I don't
think
wanna
the
know.
hotels you should. I think it's a good thing to know.
Does the poop ice bother you as much, Denny's?
It does not. I don't even think about it. It's better not to know.
Doesn't even faze you?
Yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, if everybody's got it, I'm kind of on the weird spectrum. I consider I like to stay around things that are not always clean because my immune system's pretty popping. It blocks me from everything. If I was coddled, my immune system was coddled, then I would get sick a lot more, I think.
Yeah. The stat was about all the things you can find in restaurant ice and stuff like that. I think it was 50% of the ice that they tested in the sample had some kind of, nasty
fecal matter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some kind of.
And I love fast food ice.
I know.
Thank you, Coach.
It's delicious stuff. Ruin it for you here. 877-979-WRMF. You can always call or text us here at the KVJ Show.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. There's nothing cooler than a new car, truck, or SUV from Schumacher. Over 3,000 new, hundreds of pre-owned, West Palm, North Palm, and Delray Beach. Come join the family. A few incidents here in Palm Beach County. The most severe on 95 southbound around Boynton Beach Boulevard. Traffic very slow in that area due to a crash. You're going to want to exit at Gateway Boulevard to avoid those delays this morning. We also have an accident in Boca Raton. That's Military Trail at West Camino Real. And disabled vehicle blocking the shoulder in Boca Raton I-95 northbound just after Yamato Road. Stop and go traffic back into Broward County, Hillsborough Boulevard there. We also have one disabled vehicle in Broward County for you to keep an eye out for. That one is on US 441 southbound just beyond Hollywood Boulevard. The left lane blocked as a result of that. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 97.9 WRMF.
For a limited time only, get a free air conditioning or plumbing service call when you turn to the experts at Lindstrom Air. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys.
Hey, it's Virginia. I lost 25 pounds with quick weight loss. I know it works because I did it. I was there, baby. And I still, to this day, use the things I learned courtesy of quick weight loss. They taught me how to eat better. They taught me how to do it right. And they are so good. The coaching team over there, it's one-on-one. It's in-office guidance. It's support. It's like weight loss counselors that check in with you and make sure you're doing good. No prepackaged meals. No exercise required. Lose up to 20, 40, 100 pounds or more. I know that it works because I lost 25 pounds doing it. Quick weight loss for a limited time only. Lose 20 pounds for $20 and all services included. That's exclusive of supplements. Kids join free when parents sign up. Schedule a free, no obligation consultation today. Go to quickweightloss.net or call them at 1-855-777-THIN. That's 1-855-777-THIN. 1-855-777-8446.
This summer, people are experiencing new things in new Chevy vehicles, like going from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat in a Camaro. And trying available adaptive cruise control in a Malibu.
This during freeway traffic would be amazing.
Or conquering a 35-degree slope in a Colorado.
Oh boy,
I'm looking straight up. Holy smokes.
And towing 12,000 pounds with a Silverado HD.
I can't tell I'm towing anything.
Experience all the excitement Chevy has to offer for yourself. From the exhilarating Camaro to the sensational Malibu to the adventurous Colorado and the commanding Silverado. Go for thrilling drives and deals at the Chevy Summer Drive.
I want to go to a Chevy dealership right when I get home.
See your South Florida Chevy dealer. Based on initial vehicle movement, Camaro SS Coupe with available 8-speed automatic transmission. Before you buy a vehicle or use it for trailering, carefully review the trailering section of the owner's manual. The weight of passengers, cargo, and options or accessories may reduce the amount you can tow.
Wait! You don't have to wait. Thanks to the Easy Match promotion from the Florida Lottery, you could instantly win up to $1,000 on Fantasy 5 and Lucky Money. Plus, there are more $500 instant winners. But don't wait. For an extra buck, add Easy Match to your Fantasy 5 or Lucky Money ticket today. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly.
Did you know that Palm Beach County's trauma system is recognized as one of the best in the state? Neither did Tiffany Rivera until her son Jaden became a trauma patient.
Jaden was riding his bike. He wound up hitting his head. It took about 3 days before he started showing symptoms. I wound up rushing him to St. Mary's Medical Center, and when they got the results of the x-ray, they told me that he needed to have surgery right away. And Jaden wound up staying in the hospital for about 5 days after the surgery. The staff, the doctors, everybody at St. Mary's tried to help my son feel better about the situation and made sure that we were okay. It was one of the best experiences I had.
Thank you for helping me and saving my life.
Learn more about Palm Beach County's trauma system at www.traumapbc.com and get a free emergency vehicle escape tool that may save your life one day.
Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Now through the end of July, Third Federal is taking 0.25% off of all purchase mortgage rates. So I'm here with a few potential home buyers to answer their questions.
0.25% off? That's great, but what if I haven't found a house?
No worries. Get a free pre-approval and we'll hold your rate while you're looking for a house.
Impressive, but what if I haven't sold my home yet?
No problem. Third Federal's one-of-a-kind bridge loan helps you buy before you sell.
Great, but what if my wife doesn't want to move?
I can't help you there. But folks, 0.25% off is too good to pass up. And don't forget, our associates are not on commission. So if you're thinking about buying a home, call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, get 3.69%, APR 3.77% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. That's 0.25% off our already guaranteed lowest rates. Apply online, visit a branch, or call 1-800-3rd-FED. APR reflects 50% down and is for a $165,000 loan. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. See conditions for guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Providing complex medical care close to home. Cleveland Clinic, Florida's nationally ranked specialists have a track record of successful outcomes, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Call 800-639-DOCTOR or visit clevelandclinicflorida.org to make an appointment today.
Call your legal team at Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Log on to offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Shia LaBeouf. His attorney makes a very interesting comment about Shia's drinking. Does he have a problem or not? We got that for you coming up.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, they say Ed Sheeran had a very predictable cameo in Game of Thrones and maybe one of the worst cameos ever. What else would you add to the list? We'll discuss coming up.
I met you in the dark. You lit me up. You made me feel as though I wasn't off. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me till we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Oh, just say you won't let go.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Shia LaBeouf's attorney explains his drinking. He doesn't have a problem, but it doesn't sound like it by what his attorney actually had to say in his comment. We'll get to that coming up here in a second. Talking about celebs drinking, Ryan Lochte has been cleared of all charges related to his drunken hijinks at the Olympics in Rio last year. Apparently that's all over. A court ruled that lying in an interview with NBC did not constitute filing a false report. So it looks like he is in the free and clear. Somebody's not going to have to worry about any more drinking problems. Charlie Sheen, do you believe that he's sober?
No.
You don't? You think there's going to be a time where we have another drunk Charlie Sheen story?
A lot of times celebrities, they say they're sober and they give everything up, but they still maybe do Xanax or weed because a doctor gives it to them. But you're not sober at that point. You're still altered under a state of something.
I think supposedly Charlie Sheen has given up everything. Cocaine, drugs.
You believe the Warlock.
Until he proves me wrong. Till he proves me wrong. Apparently he's a vegan. He's got a holistic lifestyle, and he's turned it all around. I mean, I think he's got,
He kind of has to because of the HIV.
I agree, and I think that's probably on him. So I'm buying it. I'm believing it right now. I'm going to go with I'm buying it. Sad news from the set of The Walking Dead. They had a stuntman who took a 20-foot fall and was in critical condition. They thought he was turning around, but unfortunately, he wound up passing away over the weekend. Another death in Hollywood. George Romero died of lung cancer yesterday. He's best known as the father of the zombie movie. He earned with his zombie apocalypse movies. He also did Night of the Living Dead. Is what he's famous for.
How have you never seen Night of the Living Dead?
I'm not big into horror movies. Not really my thing.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Who's Barbara?
Famous line in the movie, man.
Okay. Maybe I need to check it out. I don't know.
You'll never watch
Probably
it.
not. No, probably not. Disney is going to be doing a lot of cool Star Wars stuff. They've got a 100% immersive Star Wars theme resort that's going to be coming to Walt Disney World. Apparently a hotel. They're going to have parts in the theme park. You get to fly around the Millennium Falcon. I don't know if you saw too, but they had a behind the scenes of the new Star Wars movie they released. Have you checked that out on YouTube yet?
I have not.
It's a pretty cool little video.
The last one I saw, it was only like half, and they're like partial. Is it a full one?
It's like, behind the scenes. I mean, you see some finished scenes, but it's a lot of them filming the scenes.
Are you excited for the new one?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm not.
That don't sound like excitement to me.
I'm excited. I'm not like losing my mind over it, but yeah, I'm excited. I mean, the last couple ones I liked. I'm not sure I've loved any of the Star Wars since the original trilogy. I've liked them.
Okay.
But I'm not sure that I love them. I don't know if I put them in a separate category.
I can level with that.
And somebody told me check out the Planet of the Apes series. I've seen the first two. I saw the first one years ago when they did it with James Franco, and then I watched the second one yesterday at home.
Is the second one when they are the humans have been wiped out and now they are meeting up with the apes, and there's kind of like
the first kind of like conflicts.
I'm with you, man. It was good for 20 minutes, and it's kind of just started dragging a little bit.
Well, I was watching it yesterday, and I was kind of dozing off a little bit watching it, and I paused it just to be like, how far am I in this? It was 40 minutes, and I was kind of just like not really feeling it.
I didn't like how the one ape was able to trust the humans so openly after humans have really shown to be jerks.
I gotta say, I gotta. Somebody gave me a greater review from it, so I'm not totally pumped for the War for the Planet of the Apes, but it did well. 56.5 million, and it knocked Spider-Man Homecoming out of the top spot. That brought in 45.2 million, 208 million total that has received. Wonder Woman's up to about 380 million total right now, so that's doing pretty well. Ed Sheeran appeared in the season 7 premiere of Game of Thrones last night. He just had kind of a quick part where he was doing some singing.
For she was a secret treasure. She was his shame and his bliss. And a chain and a keep are nothing compared to a woman's kiss. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm.
Mm-hmm. It was just kind of like as Aria was riding a horse, you saw he was just kind of sitting there singing. It was just kind of like thrust in your face. Like, it didn't have like any real tie into the story.
Hey, look, it's Ed Sheeran. He's got a hit song right now.
That was kind of it. So right now, because of that, a lot of people are kind of hating on the cameo that Ed Sheeran did. I mean, it was quick. It was pointless. We're like going, how stupid do you think we are?
I wrote down some of the cameos that have bothered me through shows and movies. I want to see if you agree with any of these.
Okay, what do you got?
Beach Boys, Full House. So corny. They just show up at the door.
But everything in that show is corny.
But still, though, even with that, they really jumped the corny shark. They show up at the door, and then they sing for the...
Doesn't make any sense.
They give a concert in their house.
Doesn't make any sense.
And I love corny, and I love cheesy, and I do appreciate it.
That was even too much for you.
But it's so over the top.
Okay. Submitted. I agree with you.
Mike Tyson in The Hangover. I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, it's over the top. Too over the top. With Mike Tyson, they break into his place. I didn't like it.
Yeah, so cameos can either really work well, where you're like going, oh, that's awesome they were there, or it's like just
So
such
cheesy.
It's such a stretch.
I know I'm in the minority on that one. People love Tyson in that. I thought it was stupid.
Okay.
Bruce Willis in Ocean's 12. I don't know if you remember. It's where
I never saw that movie.
It's
Yes, with,
Julia
Julia
Roberts.
Roberts.
They're acting like Julia Roberts' character.
Yeah.
In the movie is actually Julia Roberts, and then Bruce Willis runs into Julia Roberts.
That sounds so stupid.
Oh, it's such a Three's Company.
Terrible.
Whoa, what's going on here? It's
That's
so
why I haven't
stupid.
seen Ocean's 12.
Michael Phelps, Kanye West, also in Entourage.
Yeah, actually, somebody mentioned Kanye West in The Love Guru.
Yeah.
Horrible movie if you saw that. So Kanye's basically, if you put Kanye West in anything, it's going to look bad and stupid.
Michael Phelps had one half of a line, and it still looked like it was such bad
Awful?
acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Boy George was in an episode of the A-Team. It didn't belong. It just didn't work.
Boy George in
weird.
the A-Team?
Yep.
Okay.
That's kind of like Brett Favre and Something About Mary. It's the boyfriend.
I thought that was awesome, actually.
Really?
They're debatable. Sometimes, honestly, if a cameo's done well, you're like going, oh, this is awesome. This is great.
Come on, he goes, I'm in town to play the Dolphins, you dumbass. That's a great line.
Yeah, but I mean, that's on the same level as the cameo you didn't like before.
No, for sure.
All right, throw it out for us. We'll give you our ruling. Was it good or was it a bad cameo? 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we're made of blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after the face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful.
Well, some people are ripping on Ed Sheeran's cameo last night at Game of Thrones just because it was like, they didn't really try hard to like disguise it or make any kind of like context with it. It was just, here's somebody riding a horse and there's Ed Sheeran. Like, I don't know, we're just singing. It's like, why? What's just, come on. That doesn't sound as bad as some of the ones that I've seen here. And when you see the photo along with it, David Beckham and King Arthur looks kind of ridiculous.
Did he play as David Beckham?
He's like a knight. I didn't know what it was. Somebody just sent the photo that went along with it. And he's got fantastic hair and a knight suit. And you're going, okay, I could see where that'd be silly. Somebody else said Katy Perry and Zoolander 2. Awful cameo, one of the worst ever.
They did a lot of those.
Somebody said Donald Trump and Home Alone 2.
I don't think I've ever seen Home Alone 2.
I haven't either, so I can't really comment on that. Michael Jackson and Men in Black 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Horrible. Somebody else said Vanilla Ice and That's My Boy. That's not really a cameo, though, because I think he had like a solid spot in that. And, if you want to talk about the cameo guy, that's kind of one thing that Adam Sandler has done and done well is, I wouldn't even say they're cameos, but he'll get people, and a lot of times they have sizable roles.
Yeah, I have to take away my Mike Tyson one because he actually had a role in The Hangover.
Right.
It's not really a cameo.
And
then.
you mentioned LeBron James and Trainwreck, but he had a pretty sizable part in that. Also, who was it? John Cena. Was he in that one too?
Yeah, he had a sizable role.
Sizable role,
They're
so
too
it wasn't
sizable.
really a cameo. Yeah, to me, if you're in it and you got more than just like one speaking line. Somebody said Dan Marino and Bad Boys. Awful cameo.
Can't remember it.
If they come in just for like a second and say something, because a lot of times they can't act, they don't get into the groove. Let me see. Michael is on here from Wellington, 877-979-WRMF, talking celebrity cameos. What do you want to say, Michael?
I want to say that the best movie for cameos, I think, is This Is the End.
That is actually a well-done cameo movie. Great call.
Who all's in it?
Everybody. All of the updated Hollywood A-listers are in there. Everyone that's hot right now.
Okay.
You had Z's in there. He had a cameo.
Aziz Ansari?
Yeah. It was the movie with John Frank.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it's like, is it worth seeing?
It's a good movie.
Is it a good movie?
James Franco. I always
James
call him
Franco.
John Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a very funny movie. I thought that was a good one.
Somebody texted and said the best cameos are always Stan Lee in the Marvel movies. And that's pretty good. If you know it, he's always the old guy, and he's always got just one quick line.
Yep, they always hide him, kind of.
Yeah,
so
and he
you
always
gotta
says
find
something
him.
that's kind of like funny, that he's like an old crotchety old man, kind of like thing. That always seems to work here. Somebody said you forgot about Donald Trump, too, in The Little Rascals. Donald Trump's got a ton of cameos. Yes, got a ton of cameos. Yeah, so if you got one you want to drop on us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763.
Someone said Snoop Lion, a.k.a. Snoop Dogg, did a cameo in 90210, and it was not very good.
He's done a lot of really good stuff, though.
He is good.
Yeah. Somebody said every single cameo in Sharknado 5.
I can see.
To me, that's what makes the movie.
Yeah, all right. Want to sound off? You can right here on the KVJ Show.
Get the top 5 KVJ segments every single week delivered to your inbox. Sign up for the KVJ e-blast at kvjshow.com.
Who provides the best entertainment and internet experience? Best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Lets you stream on 5 devices at once. Brings you Netflix on X1 and 75 megabits per second in the most popular packages? No question. Xfinity stacks up where AT&T doesn't. Get up to 75 megabits per second download speed. Compare that to AT&T. And get X1 and voice for $30 each a month for 1 year when you bundle all 3. Call 1-800-XFINITY today. And now ask us about Xfinity Mobile. A new kind of network designed to save you money when you have Xfinity Internet. You get up to 5 lines included of talk and text, all at no extra cost. Compare that to AT&T. Call 1-800-XFINITY today. Must enroll in EcoBill and autopay within 30 days or charges increased by $5 a month. Offer ends 8/20/17. Restrictions apply. Service not available in all areas. Limited to new residential customers. Equipment installation tax and fees extra and subject to change during and after promo. Early termination fee applies if all Xfinity service are canceled during the agreement term. After 1 year, regular rates apply. Wi-Fi claim based on Xfinity gigabit service, router coverage, and speed on the 5 gigahertz band. Netflix streaming membership required.
So imagine this, you're getting ready to go to bed on a Friday night and all of a sudden your air conditioning goes out and you can't get a hold of anybody to come take care of it. You called around everywhere, at least so you think, and nobody is going to come and service your air conditioner. So what do? Well, let me just tell you. Just get a hold of EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. You just go to their website and people are just raving about their service technicians. That's one thing they pride themselves in, not only for being knowledgeable, but for giving you great advice that actually helps you out. They're not just trying to make a quick buck off of you. And they'll be on time every single time, guaranteed. Somebody wrote on their website, Khalib was my service rep. He did an outstanding job, extremely professional and very kind. He performed my service checkup and covered all bases, explained any questions I had thoroughly. I would request him for all service checkups. Thanks, Khalib. Just one of the reviews at edsairconditioning.com. Not only do they show up on time, they wear booties, but you are going to be totally satisfied, and the advice that they're going to give you is going to be the best advice for you and your cooling needs. Maybe you do need a new air conditioner, and if you do, they've got qualifying energy-efficient Trane air conditioners with 0% APR and up to 60 months or up to $1,000 in trade-in allowance. So when you've got to stay cool, go with the best in South Florida, EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing, online at edsairconditioning.com.
When I say sub of, you say the day. Sub of. The day. Sub of. The day. For just $3.50.
Every day is a great day to visit Subway restaurants for the $3.50 sub of the day. Enjoy a different flavor-packed 6-inch sub every day, like the turkey breast on Wednesday or the Italian BMT on Thursday. Each sub has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. Enjoy Subway's $3.50 6-inch sub of the day today.
What else
else does this thing do?
Okay, turning it off.
At participating Subway restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Ted Hollander, attorney. Got a ticket? Don't pay it. Call the lawyers at The Ticket Clinic, a law firm, at 1-800-CITATION. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what our clients have to say.
Multiple speeding tickets dismissed. Multiple red light camera tickets dismissed. Driving with a suspended license dismissed.
Our goal is to get your ticket dismissed. So if you've got a ticket, be sure you're calling The Ticket Clinic at 1-800-CITATION. That's 1-800-CITATION. Hire us on our free Ticket Clinic app and save $5. Prospective clients may not receive the same or similar results. Over 25 offices from Miami to Daytona, including Boynton, West Palm Beach, North Palm Beach, Port St. Lucie, and Fort Pierce.
So you wanted to go to the gym on Monday to get the week going off right, but something came up and you couldn't get there. So now you got gym guilt, and you're like, oh, what a great way to start off the week. I tell you what, if you ever have a problem getting to the gym, and sometimes things just pop up and you can't get there. You don't have time to drive to the gym and change and drive all the way back home. So what do? You go with Busybody Gyms to Go, and you get yourself a great piece of gym equipment, the same kind of stuff you'd have in your regular gym. You get it home, so at least you get some kind of workout. You got treadmills, ellipticals, home gyms, exercise bikes, rowers, whatever you want with the brand names that you know, like Precor, Life Fitness, Stairmaster. And when you shop at Busybody Gyms to Go, not only do you get the same great equipment that you get in a regular gym, but they'll give you 30% off. And you can also get 12 months interest-free financing, so you can make this happen. If you got the space, they will bring it to your place, and they will set it up for you. Anywhere from Miami to Vero Beach, you're in good hands with Busybody Gyms to Go. Just go online, gymstogo.com, GYMSTOGO.com. That's GYMSTOGO.com, and never miss another workout ever again. You can also call them up to 877-GYM2GO, 877-GYM2GO for Busybody Gyms to Go.
This hour's music is brought to you by Burger King's Breakfast.
Right now, at participating Burger King restaurants, you can get 2 Chris Sandwich breakfast sandwiches for just $4. That's 2 Chris Sandwich breakfast sandwiches for just $4. It's breakfast on a light, flaky croissant. Only at Burger King. Price and participation may vary. Restrictions apply.
Hear the KVJ Show and After the Show podcast any time of day. Find it at kvjshow.com.
I did not realize how many cameos Donald Trump was in. Somebody said, oh, you forgot about him in 2 weeks' notice. Terrible. You know, it's got to be really annoying being president because you can't do all these cameos anymore. It's got to be really tough. Some of the other stuff that people have said is some of the cameos in Anchorman 2 were great. You know, Will Ferrell's done a lot of cameos in his movies. And you're right, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes they work, sometimes they do not work. How about Mariah Carey? She probably is on the worst list. In fact, they cut her out of the movie, right, in the new Will Ferrell?
They did, because she's too much of a diva.
She was so bad, they actually cut her out of it.
What about Wilson Phillips at the end of Bridesmaid? Love it or hate it?
It was kind of corny.
You hated it.
It was corny.
I remember when you ranted about that.
It was so corny. It really was.
I didn't like it either.
No, sometimes they do that where it's like the musical artist comes out of nowhere and they start singing and they're like good friends and it's just, what?
It's too over the top.
It is. Somebody said Madonna in Die Another Day was horrible. And Quentin Tarantino and Django Unchained.
People give M. Night Shyamalan a lot of crap for always making himself in cameos in movies. He's been, usually if there's a movie that he does, he tries to put himself in there, and that annoys people.
You know.
I like it. It's like, dude, he wrote the movie. Let him do what he wants.
Okay, all right. Again, you can always sound off 877-979-WRMF. This is shocking. Jaybird is never going to be eating Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies ever again. You'll hear his reason next.
Wait till you're announced. We've no
Jaybird is never going to eat oatmeal cream pies ever again, so he says.
I don't know. You ever eat something and you have a bad experience and you're like, I'm never again. I did that. I did that with coconut rum once.
Oh, okay.
Never again will I ever drink coconut rum.
Yeah, it's that alarming. And you make a food, in a sense, you make a food declaration and a rule.
Yeah, I had. You know how the little Debbie's got those oatmeal pies and they come in like 12 of them?
Yeah.
And they're easy to go down.
They do go down pretty quickly.
Oh, the oatmeal pies are very easy to go
delicious.
down. A little bit of a buzz going on. And I ate 9 of them.
9?
9 in one sitting. And
That's impressive.
I was chasing it down with cherry 7-Up.
Yeah.
And I got really sick the next day. And it is, I can't even think about either one of those. I'm retiring from them. But I was wondering, do you guys have something that you ate where never again, you could never do it?
The only hard fast food rule that I have is I will not eat seafood if I'm not in a state that borders an ocean.
That's a good call.
So you won't have shrimp in Iowa?
I learned it. I went to an all-you-could-eat seafood buffet in the Smoky Mountains.
Did you get sick?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I honestly, if you could have killed me, I would have taken it. I would have been fine dying. It was that awful.
Sweets don't usually do that, but I think it was so much sweet at one time that my body just is reject. I get so sick.
Sound kind of like a dog. You know,
Yeah.
dogs they can't control themselves and they just eat so much and then they run out back and barf, or else they barf on your sofa.
They weren't fresh either, and I don't know why I kept eating them. They lost their taste.
Yeah, I find after about 7, I start getting sick from them. You're eating 9 of them.
They're so easy to go
Problem
down.
solved.
They're easy. They're small.
You're right. You can plow through them.
I got a feeling though you're gonna crack on that. I think that you're saying that right now, but I think you're gonna have an oatmeal cream pie within the next year.
I don't know, man. I swore off Hungry Men, the frozen dinner, and I've not eaten them ever since I found a really hard bally thing in the meat of one.
What is
of
it?
them. The Hungry Men, the frozen food.
dinner.
There's some gross stuff in that. I was like, I don't think I'd ever do Hungry Man again.
That hard ball was probably a bone.
Yeah, it's probably a Hungry Man's bone.
That's gnarly. Did you hear the story that was out today about you know that hot dog brand Sabret?
Yeah, Sabret. Yeah, they had to
Sabret.
recall a bunch.
Why?
Because they apparently some of the hot dogs had bone fragments.
Too many bone fragments.
Somebody bit down a hot dog and hit bone.
Oh, that is so gnarly.
Okay, that would do it, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that should be doing it for you on hot dogs, but if you shoot into a hot dog and you hit bone, you'd be like, all right, I'm done.
I get it.
I'm
You
done.
hit bone on some chicken. You're like, all right, there should be a chicken, some hot dog bone. Mm-mm.
I know somebody that stopped the chicken when they got a feather in the wing.
That's brutal, too.
It's gross, man.
It kind of put it all into perspective of because I guess before, sometimes if you're a meat eater, you just think like this, you don't think about the process. And it's just this magical thing, this delicious fragment of food appears on your plate. You don't really think about the process. But when you have a feather sticking out of the chicken bone,
makes it real.
It gets too real.
That's what happens sometimes when you get fast food burgers. You'll be eating them, and then there's this hard bally thing in there, and it's repulsive.
But to me, with the feather and the chicken wing, and the other comment on that, if you're a restaurant that doesn't care enough, and you take a plate of wings out to somebody, and it's got a feather sticking out of it, come on, man.
Do they think people like that? Is that like a delicacy?
What? It's like a new kind of garnish.
Yeah, rip off the feather and suck it. I don't know.
That to me is a statement about it. If that ever happened with the restaurant, I'm like going, okay, if they don't care enough to just even try to rip the feather off this chicken wing, I probably shouldn't be eating this because they're probably really cutting a lot of corners of everything else in the entire restaurant.
They're just hustling and bustling. They didn't even notice that feather.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's wrong. Nah.
I can't eat tuna fish sandwiches anymore.
I
Just
can
from
see that.
making them wrong in the past.
That's how terrible our vending machine is. We've got 9 of the same potato chip in there. Seriously, Lay's potato chip on 1, Lay's potato chip on 2. Then you go down the bottom and they're selling tuna. Cans of tuna.
Yeah.
What?
I've never seen that before.
Kind of the counter, too, to my whole rule about seafood. Somebody said I was in the Bahamas and got a burger one time and it just didn't sit right. And then my girlfriend at the time, she said, hey, do you see any cows around here? Never again. So if you go someplace that is only bordered by water and doesn't have any room for any cows.
Wait, so they were eating a burger that wasn't cow? They're eating
No, they were eating a burger, but it's
It's imported.
Yeah, it's kind of the same reason why you wouldn't have seafood in Missouri, because it's got to travel some distance and the chances of it being completely, totally fresh, not good.
Like Dave from Iowa's got his shrimp, but he's not cleaning it up, and he's just serving it to you.
So for the same reason, if you're on a tropical, Caribbean island, you may not want to eat meat because they don't have any room for cows. Somebody said my girlfriend's chicken wing one time still had a foot on it.
Oh,
See, it's like, how...
Get it together.
Right.
How does that slip through?
How does that happen? Even with the factory.
If you
had to go through a couple.
You're right. Somebody has to have caught that at some point. How does it get to that level that no one has caught that? Everybody just let it go. All right, text us 877-979-WRMF here at the KVJ Show.
KVJ videos and Virginia butt selfies on the KVJ Show Instagram now. Follow us.
Nothing compares to a Sleep Number bed. If you haven't gone in and laid in these beds and tried them out for yourself and got your Sleep Number mapping done, you are missing out, baby.
Yeah, these beds are great. They're therapeutic. I love them because it really has made a huge difference on my back. I keep my number at 100. Kev, what about you?
I put mine at a 40, and I love it. And they've got these awesome beds now, the Sleep Number 360. It's so smart. It'll let you choose your ideal firmness and support on each side of the bed, and it also does this thing where it will warm your feet. You know, if your feet are gently warmed, you will actually sleep better, and that's what these beds do for you.
Now is a great time to come in. It's the lowest prices of the season. Save yourself $500 to $700 on the most popular beds.
Yeah, I went to the Town Center Mall in Boca.
You can go check them out. They got a newer location on North Lake Boulevard in Palm Beach Gardens.
Find out more at sleepnumber.com and then go into the store. Make sure you ask about 48-month financing and tell them the KVJ Show sent you in.
Big day?
Yeah, I have a lot on my plate.
I can see that. McGriddles, hash browns, and a coffee?
Well, I do have a big to-do list.
Well, I have a big to-do list, too. Crispy hash browns, fluffy eggs.
That's your to-do list?
Part of it. I also have crispy bacon, flaky biscuits, fresh...
No matter what your day brings, there's a McDonald's for every morning. And for a limited time, enjoy any 2 sausage or chorizo burritos for just $2. Yeah, any 2, just $2. At participating McDonald's, single item at regular price. Cannot be combined with any other offer or any combo meal.
Fact. Every moment is better with McCafe. Like a McCafe iced coffee, which, let's go over the facts, is cold and refreshing. And who could forget the fact that there's also McCafe smoothies and frappes, which in fact are awesome. So, you should in fact go to McDonald's and grab a cold McCafe now. And that's a fact.
Ice cold gets bold and creamy. Now for a limited time, enjoy any size McCafe iced coffee for just $1.49. $1.49, and that's a fact. Prices and participation may vary.
When you need us, where you need us. Jupiter Medical Center Urgent Care. The hospital you trust provides convenient care right in your neighborhood, with locations throughout northern Palm Beach and now open on PGA Boulevard across from the Gardens Mall. Find help with injuries, illnesses, flu shots, and more. And if a situation becomes more serious, you'll have quick access to world-class hospital services. Jupiter Medical Center Urgent Care. When you need us, where you need us.
This year, stop thinking about looking your best and actually get it done. NewLookBoca.com offers guaranteed financing to anyone with a debit card and checking account. Surgeons perform lipos, breast augs, facelifts, fat transfers, lap band surgery, and hair restoration at the most affordable prices with low down payments and low monthly payments. Certain procedures can be performed painlessly under local anesthesia for a fraction of the cost. Call NewLookBoca.com at 561-894-4444. That's 561-894-4444.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. So dry. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your mouth cannonball into a barrel of mothballs? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? You're so parched. You know it. I know it. The entire radio knows it. Just admit it. You want a Mountain Dew. Your mouth feels like it just inhaled the insides of a punching bag, and the only remedy is that neon green potion. Right now, your mouth could be tongue bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the Dew.
Mountain Dew Kickstart combines the bold taste of dew with juice and just the right amount of kick to get you charged up. Pick up Mountain Dew Kickstart cans, 2 for $3 at your neighborhood 7-Eleven today. Now in 2 new flavors, mango lime and raspberry citrus. Fuel with flavor.
If an emergency falls in your lap, a little illness, a little injury, don't freak out. Don't worry. You are covered. You've got the same place that I've got, MD Now, and they are open every single day of the week, 7 days a week, even on Sundays. So if your emergency happens on the weekend when the doctor's office is not open, you're all good. MD Now is open. They are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year from 8 to 8, and a doctor is always on site, ready and waiting for you and wanting to get you patched up and feeling better. The last 3 times that I went to MD Now, and we go there a lot, I was in and out in under 45 minutes, and the last 3 times with medication in hand. So there was no extra stop at the pharmacy. I love that. They take your major insurance, and they are just so much cheaper than the emergency room. Find the one nearest you. There's locations all throughout South Florida. Log on and find the one nearest you today. MDNow.com.
There's refreshing fun for everyone at Aquatica, SeaWorld's water park. Plunge down Orlando's steepest drop tower, Eehoo's Breakaway Falls, or relax on our white sand beach. Right now, get Aquatica's Play and Dine ticket for only $67. That's park admission, meals, and a refillable souvenir cup. Perfect for an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Get all that for just $67. For details, visit aquaticaorlando.com. Advance purchase only. Offer expires August 20th, 2017.
Are you looking to sell your car, truck, or SUV? CarDrop has you covered. Come visit us in Boynton Beach or our brand new location in Pompano, and we'll give you top dollar for your car. Conveniently located across the street from CarMax. Google CarDrop and call today. CarDrop, we pay the most.
Need to know all you need to know about being in South Florida? Then follow us on Twitter at KVJ Show.
Well, I tell you, this is one of those weekends coming up where you better get your liver all ready to go, man. Friday night, cocktails karaoke, Blue Martini with the KVJ show. Then Saturday, 9 hours at the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest, followed by an after party at Double D's. Yeah! Jeez. Wow. Gosh, man, it's going to be a challenging day and weekend.
You got to prepare starting today for that. It's like you got to train.
Yeah, you probably should. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, start getting electrolytes into your body. Carb up definitely on Friday.
Just ice down your face.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you can do to pre-prepare. Another thing, too, maybe is booking up with Revitalive. If you're going to go hit it on Saturday, on Sunday, you might want to have an appointment so you can go in there and flush out all the alcohol and pump in some vitamins and nutrients and bam, rebound quickly. Nothing worse than like wasting a day of the hangover. But it happens all over the globe. I saw this thing of like what people do internationally to try to cure hangovers.
Oh, carb load.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff people have said that, definitely help out. Some people, in fact, a lot of restaurants will have like a hangover menu item. You go to Bar Louie and it's like tater tots or some kind of like egg on it, and they'll put cheese and all that kind of stuff and some kind of gravy.
I think what it is your energy is so low.
Yeah.
And you're not even thinking right. And you're like, I'm not going to exercise today. I'm just going to eat and just eat fatty.
Well, the foods that you do eat, I mean, there is something to it. Like almost like scientifically, it's stuff like they do say like grease will help you out. Carbs will kind of help you out. And there's reasons for it too. Like I've heard, I think it's bananas. Like if you have a banana, the potassium, because you're just trying to replenish your body with the vitamins and nutrients. That's why the Revitalife thing works so well, because it gets all that stuff back in your system that you depleted because of the alcohol.
Like pancakes. I could go. Oh, man, I am
It's
yearning
easy to
for
get
some
down
pancakes.
to. Because there's a lot of food that like makes you, like if you mention if you're hungover, you're like, no, does not sound good.
Sushi, awful.
Yeah, no, not the way to
you're
go.
right.
Not the way to go.
Pizza?
Not
greasy enough?
I can do pizza. Pizza's good. I mean, some of the things that I do, my go-to when I was younger was a Frosty from Wendy's. And there is something to that. I think there is something in like an ice creamy type thing. It's cool. It's easy to get down. It's sweet, and there's something about that. It helps out.
Or getting warm fries, and before you eat them, you take the warmth of the fries, and you kind of put them on your face. It's
To
almost,
comfort you?
Yeah, it's almost like a blanket, kind of.
I hear you. Makes sense.
I don't know how you don't have more acne. You rubbed a lot of foods on your face.
Yeah, how do you not have more acne?
You got none.
Some of the stuff that the country does, Ireland, of course, are notorious for plowing down lots of booze. Their go-to, apparently, to get rid of a hangover is a full Irish breakfast, bacon, sausage, black and white pudding, fried tomato, fried eggs, baked beans, and soda bread.
We couldn't believe how small Ireland was. We were really
Yeah, it's
kind
tiny.
of exploring the map over the weekend
Yeah.
and seeing where everything's at.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I was really stunned about that I should know.
America's huge, yeah.
I didn't realize how far Hawaii was from everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Way out there. Even from flying from Los Angeles, it's still a long flight to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. It's like the halfway point to Japan.
Alaska's more Canadian than it is. I mean, it's way up there.
Yeah.
It kind of blew my mind.
Welcome to Geography 101.
Well, you know of these
Yeah.
things, and you get taught these things, and then you forget about them.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at a map like that in 25 years. We were exploring.
We were looking at Google Earth.
Oh, my gosh, Kev, this is Google Earth.
Some of the other stuff they say in Mexico, they go for a menudo. Have you ever had menudo?
The band?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Love Menudo, the band.
Bring them back.
Put on menudo and you eat menudo. Menudo is a thick soup that they make with beef stomach.
Oh, that sounds... Oh, my God.
It's tough. I've had it. My family eats it a lot. My wife's Mexican, and so they love it. And then they'll have, like some corn tortillas to go with it. But I don't know, man. Hungover, oof.
I dated a girl back in the day, and they would always make, or she was Lebanese, and they would make cow tongue a lot.
Yeah.
And her mom would always try to serve it to me, and I just couldn't do it. And they would get very offended that I wouldn't even try the cow tongue. Sorry,
Because they don't get it, yeah.
It's so gross.
If you don't think about it, it's okay. If you
Cow
don't,
tongue?
yeah, it's okay.
Have you had it?
Yeah, I've had pretty much all that stuff.
What's it taste like? Chicken?
No, doesn't taste like chicken at all. It just kind of like tastes like a fattier part of beef.
I guess it's weird. What's the difference between eating a cow tongue and a cow's
And their
ass?
body, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of like in the same thing. In Peru, apparently their hangover go-to meal is ceviche. I love ceviche. I don't know with a hangover. It's raw fish. They then take a lot of like lemon, chili salt, onion, coriander, put it in there.
When you think about it, cracked eggs, the yolk of the egg, if you really kind of think about
gnarly.
that. Isn't that a chicken's period? Is that real? Is that?
Yeah, it's an unfertilized egg.
It's a chicken's
But
period.
yeah,
No,
but it's
not really.
Hold on.
It's a little bit different.
Denny's. I think Denny's even told me
It's
that.
the embryo. It's not like the...
It's not the monthly cycle of a chicken?
No.
Because they'll
And they're
produce
dying
eggs every
laughing.
day, but it's an unfertilized until it's fertilized.
I'm hearing Ralston
Chicken
saying...
embryo. It's unfertilized.
Ralston's making fun of me, but on the other end, Denny's is kind of like, no, it's not. It's kind of like a
I
period.
mean, in a roundabout way, you could definitely relate it to the period of a chicken.
It's not a chicken period.
Both of you are telling me some different things. We need a chicken expert.
Here, the lines are blowing up.
Yeah. As in, no one's calling.
I agree with the breakfast foods. That's my go-to hangover. But yeah, I don't know. Some of these other countries' ones I don't know about.
Colombia, they have something called sancocho. It's a soup made with meat, usually pork, potatoes, corn, vegetables, and broth. Yeah, they say pretty much the best thing for you to do is you got to carb up some kind of like a meat. The eggs are good because there's some nutrients and vitamins in that. You get like a vitamin B, and that's what you want.
Yeah, you like monthly chicken. Period.
It's not chicken. I promise you, it's not chicken. Period.
I hope you're right. I want you to be right.
Yeah. Someone texted in, Jason, do you act this stupid or are you really stupid?
Damn.
Oh, that's tough. Come on.
Come
on.
Who sent me that? They won't call in. They never do.
It's your usual hater.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're back.
If you're listening, call in. You always are hating on me. I want to talk to you. You will. I guarantee you will not call in. You coward.
Disappeared for a while. They're back today though.
Oh, bring it up. You won't call in. You like to hide behind text messages.
Oh, he's been on a roll today too. Did you graduate high school?
I did. I actually graduated college, you jerk. Please, let's have it out. I would love to have it out with this hater. This guy hates my guts.
That's all he does all day is just troll on you.
I love it. He always acts like he's not going to listen. He listens all the time.
All right. Well, you can give us your hangover cures. You can also troll Jaybird 877-979-WRMF 877-979-9763.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your then ride it. So gonna get to clapping. Go pop a phone, play, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan. Drop it for me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if you want it now. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire.
Well, if you're going to be coming out with us to the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest on Saturday, you might want to have your hangover cure ready for Sunday. We're going through some of the ones that they do in different countries, including in France. They do something called a cassoulet, a hearty casserole or stew filled with tons of meat, pork, goose, and duck, and white beans. See, they got a lot of carb and meat. It's kind of what a lot of countries do.
I've noticed that.
Hash browns, that's good stuff too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. In Germany, they do something called roll mops. It's pickled herring with gherkin and onions. Ugh.
That gives me a hangover thinking about.
Gherkin.
In Japan, it's umebashi. It's a salty pickled plum soaked in green tea. China does a special rice porridge and traditional Chinese comfort food called congee. And then in India, all they do is lemon water and herbal tea. Somebody said if you had orange juice with pulp, ice cold, hangover, over.
What is it?
Orange juice with pulp, ice cold, it will crush a hangover immediately.
That's not true at all.
I don't know if I buy that. I mean, you get the vitamin C in it, but...
Especially if you're drinking screwdrivers the night before.
Oh, it'd be hard to stomach.
You're like, well...
I can see this working. Have you ever had that? Is it called poutine?
Yes.
It's the French fries with like the gravy on it.
It's great.
I could see that being an awesome hangover food.
And that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one makes total sense. I'll buy into that.
Bloody Marys work pretty good. You throw a little bit of vodka in the morning.
Yeah, somebody said tomato juice is a good hangover cure, and that's why a lot of people do Bloody Marys the next day. And, you know, they do say if you have alcohol, that hair of the dog, it just kind of like prolongs your hangover, they say, but I don't know, man. There's sometimes I feel like it kind of eases you back in.
It does. I completely agree with you.
Maybe I'm just trying to justify my alcoholism, but it feels like it really helps out. So that's just my thoughts. So yeah, so get it ready. It's going to be some good stuff. If you want to join us coming up on Saturday, Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest, all the great breweries from South Florida are going to be out there. My favorites are going to be there, like Due South, Funky Buddha, Twisted Trunk, Tequesta Brewing, Saltwater is going to be there. Cigar City is going to be out there as well. They have some great stuff. Had a couple really good Cigar City beers at the amphitheater over the weekend. You got Wynwood Brewing, Barrel of Monks, Hollywood Brewing, Isla Mirada Beer Company, all going to be there. So get your tickets, PalmBeachSummerBeerFest.com. All right, Jay-Bird, before we head to the After the Show podcast here for our Monday.
You want a little poem towards the haters? A little rhyming?
You should do that, because, your guys have been trolling pretty hard today. Send a little message out to them, but hit them with some positivity.
Haters like parrots talk much but cannot fly. Dreamers like eagles say nothing but conquer the skies.
Oh,
so have fun hating on that.
Oh, he will.
I know, that's why I read it.
After the Show podcast, it's right here if you're listening to the podcast right now. If not, you can still get it by itself. It is on our YouTube channel. We also have it on SoundCloud all by itself. So if you just want the After the Show podcast and all the unbridled fun and filth, you can get it right there. Just go to kvjshow.com.
You checking our Snapchat? Get it. The KVJ Show.